Oh my god. I'm so glad you hadn't put your headphones on yet.
They weren't on yet?
No, I'm glad I didn't have them on.
Oh, that was insanely
And we're sitting at
loud.
188 degrees south.
You gotta turn your music off.
It's on the laptop.
It is?
Yeah.
I'll be able to get that out of there.
Yeah.
Oh my
Hey, did you have the
gosh.
password to get in here?
What's the...
Yeah, what's going on?
Are you guys on right now?
No, it hasn't. No.
No, yeah.
No, get out
No,
of here.
yeah.
Get out of here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I got some gut rot. It's not
You
good.
got gut rot?
Yeah, I had to just run to the bathroom twice in a row, so I'm getting ready for my third run.
First the Kindle, then the gut rot.
Yeah, I did. I gayed.
You gayed out.
Yeah, I got a Kindle. And it's actually kind of awesome.
Carly got me listening to Audible, and I
Do you like it?
honestly, yes. So I'm a slow reader. She always makes fun of me. TikTok and Instagram, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like
Let's
the
go.
classic, like delayed laugh, and she always gives me shit about that.
You're like, you've watched the TikTok like 6 or 7
like,
times, and you're like, oh.
Yeah. Wait
She
a
also
minute.
shows me the randomest shit on there. And
Yeah.
she said, I'm like, who the fuck are these people? And she goes, they're just random people. Just laugh at it. I'm
Do you
like,
ever fake laugh?
It's so
honestly, most time I have, but most of the time I'm just like too tired. I'm just like, no, I'm done.
Some
I'm
of
not-
the
not faking it.
Sometimes people show me stuff and it'll be like a paragraph. And I'll just like I'll like look at it for a couple seconds and I'll just fake laugh.
give up.
Too long, didn't read.
Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah. Like, doesn't that make sense? Does it make a little sense?
Isn't that true?
Yeah,
Isn't that true?
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Just stop showing me shit.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so we're a day late.
We're a day late on the pod.
It's supposed to come out this morning at 8 a.m.
Oh shit.
And it's never been late, but it has been canceled. But so this is a first. Episode 31, first late episode.
It's a good excuse though. The lake was empty, so
Yeah, we went.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Gus and I both got back like uber late
We got back so late.
On,
And we were so destroyed yesterday.
Sunday. We both got back
Couldn't do it.
Sunday morning. Is that true? Is that the way to say it? We were back Saturday.
Yeah, because we got
Sunday
back at
morning.
4 in the morning.
Yeah, we were both back at like, I got off a flight from Dallas at like 3 a.m. and he went running 50K in the woods and got back at like 4 something.
Yeah.
fucking did it.
And
So-
we did it.
I was like, we got it, Gus, you know we got to do a podcast today. And we just did it. We just-
Huh?
He was
Because
like,
then you guys pull into town.
Yeah, and then you guys
and we
showed
went to
up.
party.
and I was asleep by probably 9.
Yeah, y'all took off early.
I was so tired.
I feel like we drank more beers just like sitting in the living room, just talking shit about everybody's family members until like pretty late.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
Everyone started disappearing. I was like,
Yeah.
I got to disappear too.
Y'all just wandered off. We took it inside, and I think I drank more beers just sitting there, just talking shit than like we did
Yeah.
outside playing games.
yeah, I believe it. I believe that.
I can't believe how many games we play when Uncle Mark rolls into town. It's so crazy.
Yeah, so you guys are cousins-in-laws? Is that how you say it?
Isn't it cousin-in-law?
Cousin-in-law?
Oh, us?
You
Yeah.
two?
Yeah, I don't know. I never paid attention after like the first cousins. It just goes to family as a default for me.
Yeah, yeah.
Like we're family.
Yeah, we're family.
My mom says like, "Oh, you remember these people that you've never met in your life? They're 30 years older than
Yeah,
you. They're
yeah.
your cousins." And
Yeah.
I'm like, "No, they are
No,
not.
not really,
I
Mom.
can count the cousins and I can name the cousins. These are something else.
This is something new.
Yeah,
This
they,
is some third thing.
yeah. You can count. You can call it family if you need to, but they're not. I don't know. Lose track at that point.
Oh my
But I think legally, it would be cousin-in-law.
Yeah,
Maybe.
technically.
I've never heard cousin-in-law though.
I think it is cousin-in-law, because if Carly's your cousin, he's the in-law part.
Yeah, the in-law
She my cuh.
legally. So forget about a cuss.
So you're my cuh. Straight up.
Oh my gosh. We got we got on the barefoot playlist last time.
Yeah.
I specifically didn't wear shoes for that reason.
Oh no.
Let me show you though. It's so funny. Cuz I'm looking at the
And you've got a
the
tatted
analytics.
foot, so that's gonna be a real niche.
Oh yeah, you do have a
playlist.
tattoo on your
Get
foot.
the-
It's not
I don't know. You might have to search harder for that. I don't know.
We just hit
Sometimes you got to pay extra.
10,000 views. Oops, not what I meant to do. Yeah, all right. So I'm looking at our analytics. You know, every once in a while I'm checking it out, and I'm seeing you can watch this. Where is it? There's like key moments for audience retention. Is it here? No, this is the wrong episode. That's why. Because there's a spike in the last one. Isn't it selling? No,
Soon
it
as
was
my
the
toes are
last one.
out.
It was the last one. It was the one.
Those
with
toes
Tamara.
ran 50K.
Yeah, they did. They're purple
They're
now.
blistered up.
Yeah, you can
that's
make
another
Yeah,
niche
yeah.
market.
Yeah.
My toe is not looking very good.
You get Mark's toe in here. He's always got something wrong.
Okay, look at this. You see this clear spike at the end here? Like it's kind of like wiggles around. Like everybody clicks on the beginning. This is like a graph of how long people actually watch. And if people replay stuff, it causes a spike. And if you go to the like tip of the spike,
It's toes.
it's all toes. How do I get to it?
You know, some people make a living off that, so we're getting there.
I wish it would come up because it's so funny. I was laughing so hard. I was like, there's something we talked about that must have been like really, really hit home for everybody.
We're just
And it was
crushing
it was freaking Gus's toes.
Yeah,
Was it really?
Yeah, and it
Which-
won't
which
even
one was it?
load.
Which one
it won't
was it?
load. It was the one outside, the outdoors one. Yeah, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if I can zoom it. Yeah, your freaking toes are out.
Oh.
And you're like wiggling them and touching them.
I'm touching him?
You're holding your foot.
Can you get the demographics on who is replaying this?
Yeah. It's
It's like 50-year-old elementary school teacher.
I can
or
look at
like-
audience. What's our audience?
Hopefully something less gross.
Mostly not subscribed. I don't have enough data to do age and
Okay.
genders
All
yet.
right.
Dang it, man.
Oh my gosh! But somewhere
That's the
you can
premium.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the premium.
Yeah, we need to get our OnlyFans up. We
Oh.
need to get some cash flow in this hoe.
Somewhere you can see. Somewhere you can see where like most of the traffic is coming from, and there's like a huge spike of it that's just coming from a playlist called Barefoot. But that's how you make it big.
That's
in
how you
this
make it
industry,
big, and that's all right.
And that's never changed either. That's always been. If you want to make it
Yep.
big, you gotta make it sexual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get a little provocative, or
Yeah.
we're still out pretty hard.
Yeah.
Think
either
about
way.
Hollywood. Why do they call it the casting couch?
Exactly. Because
Is that
the
what y'all got
girls.
me on over here?
Yeah.
yeah.
That's the casting love seat.
That's a little more.
Prepare to
it's
take
a little
your
more
pants off.
affectionate, a little more intimate.
Take your pants off.
Take your pants off. The volume on this is going all wonky.
Yo.
Have you ever seen Damien Luck?
No.
Oh my gosh, I gotta pull this up. Let me see if my
This
recording
is
software works this
the
time.
monthly
Yeah,
YouTube review.
about once a month we get on this guy.
It's mainly hypersexual Down syndrome people or stoners.
Nice.
still on cheese rolling
good mix.
competition.
Good mix.
It is a great mix. Still in the cheese. Have you seen cheese rolling?
Is it where they throw cheese down the?
Yeah.
Cheese just and they just chase after
Yeah.
it? Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I've seen clips.
Absolutely,
Of
I've
Yeah.
seen
it. I'm
that.
not like intimately familiar with it, but I've watched it before. I've done some late night rabbit hole YouTube sessions.
Oh, we
That's
all
how I
have.
found it.
If anybody pretends they haven't done that, they're lying.
Yeah, my best friend and I back like in early college on all the summers we would do like 60 hours of little kids daycares, and then we'd spend the rest of the week awake drinking on YouTube and just watching dumb shit or emo music videos and just like
Say emo music videos?
Yeah. And then we're like, all right, got to do another day of this.
Oh, he's doing compilations. Says I met ass pizza for the first time in Hawaii. That's his late. But then he also released another music video.
A music? No.
I poured
no
up at this
shit.
abandoned hotel. Owner gets mad at me at this restaurant. Oh, he's smoking in the middle, like while I sit down eating in a restaurant. Let's do that one.
Just plays in public.
2 weeks ago, these people got mad at me at this restaurant. Is the sound coming through? Yeah. Yeah, this is like this. Okay, so a little background. This dude, he's got 941,000 subscribers.
Oh my god.
This video is 2 weeks old. It's got 134,000 views. It's got almost 600 comments. Like, people are loving this dude. He does not know how to like do anything complicated. He just knows how to record himself.
His
and
editing is just
basic
trash.
video editing.
Well-
Oh, we got
That was to save himself legally. He says all videos are CGI.
Yeah, he says everything that you see is CGI.
Back with another banger. I am the original Fulcrum. Fulcrum, come in. Yup. Yodi King. Feel me? And you best believe it, today I'm back with another banger. You feel me? I'm back with a classic Yodi Land episode. You feel me?
Classic.
Restaurant mukbang and shit. You feel me? I just ordered my food.
He
And
orders
once I
food,
get
now
my
he's in the
food,
bathroom?
You already know what time it is. You feel me? Commence the CGI, shall we? But yo, Yodi family, I love every single one of you guys. Thank you guys for all the support on my recent
This dude is, like,
videos.
killing
Make sure
it
you
on
guys drop a
YouTube
like
right
on
now.
this hoe, comment down below, subscribe
And, like,
if
he's
you
trying to
already
get,
subscribed.
all he
Follow
does
me
is,
on
like,
my social
smoke.
medias at the top.
And he gets,
Notifications
he's
on.
already got,
Hell
like,
yeah,
companies
Yodi
reaching
family,
out to
we
him
got
to have, like, a
it
special
absolutely
strain and
completely
stuff.
off
He's in
the
San
top.
Francisco, so
Hey,
I'm about to absolutely get
Entrepreneurial.
abbreviated
He's
on. Okay,
honestly-
you gotta give it to him for that.
He's not though. He's not at all. He's never tried to sell anything in his videos.
no.
He's just like getting faded in a hoe at a zoo.
Yeah, Yodi family, don't try what I'm doing.
He's
at
building
home.
a brand,
Just
though.
comedic
Yeah, I mean,
documentaries
that's
about
all you gotta
life
do is
over
just make a name. I mean, get views, and then you can
Yodi family.
Do
money.
you can
You
leverage
cash
that
in.
to do.
Fulcrum shirt on. You get powerful ass string.
See, he's got a shirt.
Oh, he's got a shirt.
Fulcrum shirt. It's alright. This is
Washing
nerdy
his
of me, but
hands.
is Fulcrum Star Wars reference? Is that too nerdy of me to know that? Or is
Who
that just to-
it's based off of someone and we don't know who it is. So it could be Star Wars.
Okay.
It says Fulcrum. I can look it up because I remember what it says. Fulcrum is the name.
Not to throw us way off topic here. I was just.
No, we were also we wondered this at some point.
Fulcrum was the codename assigned to several rebellion operatives to hide their identities.
Yeah, that's.
It's
he's
Star
trying to
Wars.
hide his identity. That's what it was in Star Wars.
No way.
Yeah, don't. I wish I didn't say
It
that.
is
but
Star
I do
Wars
watch a
lore.
Good amount of that.
Very good.
Powerful ass stream of water. What the fuck is that shit?
Powerful. He's just at a restaurant and it's crowded.
Where's this dude based out?
San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
Got some dumplings.
You can get away with anything there.
Look, he sets up his camera.
It's because everyone's a beta in California
Yeah.
and he's the alpha.
He's the only alpha in Cali.
In San Francisco, if you're not like shooting heroin up in public, you're like fine.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Fulcrum, come in. Yo.
Look, people are looking. People are looking.
Yo,
Look, everyone's
King,
looking.
feel me? Bathing hole, bathing hole, bathing hole, bathing hole, bathing hole. Phenomenal, phenomenal,
beatbox.
phenomenal, phenomenal, phenomenal. Exquisite, 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 exquisite. Simple. Does it go much further than that? Need I say more? Shouts out to the Yodi family.
He's almost
I
got
love
a
every
million
single one of you
subs.
guys. You already know what time
Yodi
it is,
family.
And it's growing
You already know what time
fast.
it is.
Like,
Roll for it, you feel me?
people are
That's
eating
served
this up.
craps.
Look, they're
Just
leaving.
enjoying my appetizer.
They are
Shall
leaving.
we?
Oh,
Cheers, my friends.
Look at the waiter isn't even saying anything.
Alright, Yodi family, I got the shit, the appetizers and shit, you feel me? I got a quick little ballad to perform for y'all, you feel me? Real spill. Drop a like on the video, but here goes nothing. Yeah, I'm faded then, ho-oh. Yeah, I'm faded then, ho-oh. Whoa, shawty, she just wanna go. And I'm blowing on expensive smoke. Ooh. Best believe it. Shout out to the Yodi family. I can't wait to enter Yodi land, you feel me? Hope you guys are in Yodi land right now, you feel me? I'm about to go to Yodi land.
Is that his
momentarily,
heaven?
You feel me?
No, it's
Real
being high
shit.
as fuck.
Oh,
Real
yeah, yeah.
shit.
That's Yodi Land.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because he calls
Actually,
them.
exquisite Yodi family.
even
The
know what
flavors
Yodi
I'm
is.
getting from this soup is actually very phenomenal, 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 phenomenal.
doesn't even make
Real
sense.
spill. Make sure every single one of you guys drop a like on the video for real, you feel me? Turn the post notifications on.
I just
When
wanna
an
see him
NPC
start-
glitches out.
It is.
Yeah, this is
Thank you, sir.
yeah, okay. Tamara chicken teriyaki.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, you're welcome now.
Hell yeah.
Look, he's got his
Davington
little,
City, shall we?
his little like
Cheers, my
electronic
friends.
dab rig.
Oh my god.
He's just doing dabs at the, Chinese restaurant.
Fulcrum's a code name we give to our secret informants.
Sound
Oh
bite.
shit, that was Harrison Dula.
Oh. Did you see him? He just almost lost that little bit, and he caught it. He caught it when
Caught
it
the
was.
smoke?
Yeah, they.
Exquisite. Shouts out to the Yodi family. I'm about to eat this meal right now.
Oh.
Cheers, my friends. You want me to stop?
Yeah, no.
Okay.
The customer said I can't be around that.
And he said, "No more bong, no more bong." Okay.
My apologies, man.
Hey, boy, here is the restaurant. You cannot drink the
Okay.
soda.
I'm sorry about that, ma'am. I'll stop right now.
Yeah, we have a, it's a restaurant cannot do that. Sorry.
Okay, my bad.
the sweet shop.
Let's get the lightsaber. What?
All right, Yodi family. So basically,
we never
I
knew it
just
was
got
Star Wars
faded
until
down
now.
the road, and it ruffled some feathers at the end of the day. It is what it is. You feel me? It's all CGI.
He's just
Dude.
talking about it in the thing. He's like,
It's all, yeah, he says
he's
it's all
sitting-
CGI.
The people
Don't even worry
behind him
about
are all pissed. He's like, at the end of the day, smoking in the Chinese store, it ruffled some feathers. What can I say?
in CGI.
It's all CGI in the end of the day.
Theoretically.
Every time he eats, he goes into the bathroom and gets faded. Then he
pretty-
comes out.
The first one,
Pretty impressive CGI.
the first
crew
one
he's
I
got working for him.
ever watched was he was just in the Wendy's bathroom, just smoking an entire blunt by himself. This is new.
I feel like his brain is getting more fried the more time goes
His
on.
brain is getting more fried. This is his brand new music video.
Yodi fam.
Dang. The target.
Dude listens to too much GEC growing up.
Yeah. Well, he even said something. I swear he said something in an interview, and it was like, we were watching some interviews on here, and he said something like, I don't even like rap because I think I'm good at it. He's like, I just have messages to get out. He's like, I don't even
That's
think
real.
it's.
That's real.
Is that what he said, right?
Yeah, that's real.
It was something like, I don't think I'm good at singing, but I just like, I have so many messages to get out.
At least he's like half right.
And that's what this is.
Yo, Yodi gang, you feel me?
We got him in there. We got him in there permanently. He's got a permanent residency.
He does have a permanent residency.
Stop this recording. Yeah, so that's our boy Damien. We kind of come back and visit. I think it was like maybe the second or third ever episode. We watched one of his videos, and we just kind of keep bringing him back up to see where he's at.
Yeah, every now and again we pull
and
him
he's
up.
and he's doing a lot every time. He's got like 10 more videos out, a new music video. He's doing a lot. He's working hard.
That's all. I mean, that's from a strictly marketing perspective. That's all you have to do is just keep putting shit out there.
Yeah.
And people will watch it, especially if it's fucking outlandish or ridiculous.
Oh, it's so
He
ridiculous
went to
how
the zoo one
weird
time.
he makes people feel.
He poured up a like some kind of, I don't even know what it was,
Crazy
like
lean
activated THC like resin stuff. He just poured in a big soda, and he drinks it.
Stan! Stan!
Go.
Stan!
He doesn't want to leave.
It's like Randy Marsh yelling for Stan! Stan! I've grown quite weary.
integrity.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. So
I remember.
do you see the lightning out there? We got weird weather coming in.
Weird
There's
weather.
like El Ninos coming in through Florida.
Batten down the hatches.
El Nino.
El Ninos. Those are a type of storm.
Oh.
El Nino
The boy.
is Spanish for the Nino. That's classic Chris Farley. R.I.P.
Oh my gosh, yeah. But yeah, we just keep up with Damien because he's always doing something crazy. And it's been now at this point. It's been a couple. When did we start?
It's
November.
been over 30 weeks.
Yeah, it's been 31 weeks. So and
Still hot.
yeah,
Still keeping it hot.
It's still hot.
and he was. I think he was just kind of starting as we were starting. Like not just starting, but he had just blown up. He had like his channel had just started to get like crazy traction when we had just found him.
Yeah.
I wonder how old his channel is. I feel like it's old. I feel like
How old is that dude?
he's got to be like 20 something.
He's not going to make it that much longer, though.
You know, he's just going to get too high.
He's gonna get stale.
Oh my gosh, the time.
Or more
I
ridiculous.
wonder if I can go.
He's gonna fry up.
I wonder if I can
he's
go-
probably gonna
yeah,
die.
oldest.
He's gonna kill his brain.
3 years. He's been making videos for 3 years.
He reminds me of like a more subtle version of that dude in the UK who's just like storming in places and getting arrested. Have y'all seen that guy?
Is it the little kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going into people's houses.
Yeah. And he's
Yeah.
just barging in, and I was like, dude,
Which
that
this
dude-
guy, I like.
That guy ticks me off.
That guy makes me mad. This guy just like
that dude wouldn't get away with it in here.
no,
in the US,
no, he would get shot.
Yeah, it would be a different outcome.
This is his first video.
What, bro? If you in my house, bro?
This is how he started.
We've never seen this. Yeah, this is the first video. He's got a jar of weed.
Looks like my dad's house.
What is good, YouTube? Welcome to my motherfucking first video ever on this channel, Mr. Damien Luck.
He might be young, dude.
Yeah.
He looks young.
Kind
there.
of young there.
For like a week, and it's been popping.
He looks
a
like.
little bit, and, like,
Is he allowed to drive? Yeah.
hella gas on that shit. And type shit.
It's funny because he's the same, but
He's
he's like
almost the
he's
same.
almost nervous.
Magic mushrooms experience. Yeah, but yeah, as you can see, I got tape on my window. I'm missing a window. I kind of got
That's
a
San
sleep card,
Francisco.
Yeah.
but Don't judge me, man. But anyways, we out here.
It's so weird.
Type shit.
He's like all quiet.
He is.
Yes, sir. Yes,
He's a
sir.
little more.
Finna get my shit looking crispy
And he's all alone, like always.
Oh, here we go though. He just got a haircut.
He never has a boy with him.
No.
It was the polar opposite of a good time. There's a tree right here.
I feel that, bro. Actually.
Elaborate.
But for some reason, like it just morphed into like a transformer, a transformer that was coming to grab me and pick me up, and it looked hella cool, like that.
Yeah, it's so funny. Oh my gosh. Lit ass story time, bro. Appreciate the shout out, fam. We got a collab soon.
Collab, wasn't that his first video?
Yeah. He got traction right
It was
away.
that other dude's first video too.
Yeah, it probably was. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't even understand, but I've never been able to stop watching. My favorite one, was the zoo one. He goes to the zoo and he's like, he keeps telling people that work at the zoo, like, hey, can you record me for a second? It's for a school project. And he hands him the phone, and then he's like, yo, I'm about to hit this.
Necessarily perhaps about to get this sipping tin in.
Yeah, he's like sipping he's poured the THC crap into this like giant, it's like I don't know, he's just so high. And he's like, I'm about to get this sipping tin. Yeah. And these people are just like, they're kind of nervous.
They're so nervous.
They don't know what to do.
And since he said it was for a school project, they're like, they just keep recording.
They all do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all are like, oh, it's for a school project.
And he's all by himself. That's the kicker.
I'll show you because it is.
Goddamn it, ho. But yeah, Yodi. Shout out to the Yodi.
I want to see
1,000 milligram. Powerful.
Oh, here we go.
To the Yodi. Feel me? Straight Muddington, Yodi family, real shit.
Doing drugs at the SF Zoo.
Hello. You work here?
Yes.
Could you help me out? I'm doing a school project. Could you just like film me? You just hold it like that. Like that right here.
Here?
Yep. Sippington City? Shall we? Best believe it, goddamn, you feel me? Shout out to the Yodi family. I'm about to try this goddamn it shit right now, you feel me? Real shit on a punk bitch necessarily, perhaps.
Cool.
Cheers, my friends.
Oh, he's just chugging it.
Ooh. Ooh. Yikes. Powerful. 1,000 in that hole. You want to try some, my friend?
He cuts it.
She's like actually just dazed.
If
She
this
is.
dude started like a series where he just did this at different places, that would catch on pretty
Yeah,
quick.
yeah.
Like that dude at the Ren Fair, hilarious.
What's the Ren Fair? Oh, the Renaissance Fair.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's huge. I don't know if they have it here. It's huge in Houston. There's like the biggest one in the world, like right outside of Houston.
Oh my god. Have you ever been?
Yeah, we went. It was crazy, dude. Costumes were crazy. People were bragging about like the nerdiest shit you can imagine was the coolest shit there.
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
unbelievable.
That
Were they
is
doing the
hilarious.
sword fighting?
Sword fighting. What's that? The movie with Heath Ledger, A Knight's Tale. The lance on the horse. What do you call it? Jousting.
Jousting? They were
That-
doing jousting?
Yeah.
They're
Armor.
playing jousting.
They were playing the
But they did
joust?
have a bunch of shit to drink. That was good. Carly was drinking mead, like honey mead,
Oh.
Whoa.
and that was really good. And it was a lot of fun. But this dude would fit in there. Honestly, actually, get him in a costume doing the same
Sippington
shit.
City at the Ren Fair.
Oh my gosh.
Necessarily, perhaps, about to down this hoe.
I can't.
1,000 millis.
Finna get lit.
I don't even understand it. It doesn't even make sense.
And he
Like,
makes up throughout time. He makes up his own vocabulary.
the craziest thing to me though is that he's walking in front of people, like, and he's recording himself doing the most ridiculous stuff. I don't even think I could, like, walking in front of people. Like, I've made a couple videos, like, just YouTube videos where I was like, I had to like add some of me like going to a store. And it's so embarrassing. And, like, I don't want anyone to see that I'm at... Like, when I'm actually there, I've got, like, my GoPro, and I'm just, like, trying to, like, record, like, what I'm going to get. And I'm, like, so embarrassed if anyone even sees me with the GoPro. And this guy's, like, doing dabs in front of people and, like, saying, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
So that backfired on me. Yeah. I'm like, how did they, like...
That's a
Necessity.
It's the most unwarranted confidence I've ever seen in my life.
It's
I
such...
don't even like talking on the phone in public.
I know,
And
right?
the dumbest people I see in any given day are the ones who are like FaceTiming in public, loud as
Yep,
fuck.
yep.
And I'm like,
Speaking of on the phone in public, I was at a hotel all last week, and I was getting up early before we were there for work. So I was getting up early, and I was going to the horrible Days Inn or Comfort Inn, a continental breakfast, right?
Oh, yeah.
Which is always bad. Like I had,
no waffles.
I
Always
did.
bad.
It was waffles.
It was waffles.
So
Dude,
waffles,
the waffles
is like
are always
I
good.
like the waffles.
the
Yeah.
waffles are good, but they're the only thing that's good. And
Yeah.
and once it's like 3 days in a row where like every day for breakfast you're eating a big ass waffle with like Aunt Jemima and
cake
a bunch
and
of butter.
sugar.
It's like cake. It's like every morning you wake up, go
Sugar
eat.
cake with sugar syrup.
It was. I just
Yeah,
wake up
that's
and go
brutal.
eat cake every morning. It's like it starts to wear on you after a couple days.
What about biscuits and gravy?
They had biscuits and gravy, but I looked at them and I didn't even want to try them. They had cereal and milk, so I was like, okay, you
Alright.
can't go wrong with that,
It's a
right?
staple.
The frosted frosted flakes were like they tasted like little pieces of cardboard. Like they didn't have any flavor, and the milk was frozen.
Ooh.
So I threw it out, and then they had the yogurts, which were good, like they had little tiny things of yogurt, so I'd have like a couple of those, and then I would have a waffle and maybe like a fruit, and they had OJ one day, and then they ran out of OJ, and they had the worst coffee I've ever had in my life. What? Like usually bad black coffee is pretty.
They're all pretty
good.
similar.
Yeah,
Like,
it's still doable.
Like sometimes it's fun to drink
Starbucks.
shitty black coffee, but this was like
fun.
gross black coffee. But I needed coffee, like I needed it, and I was like, I would do like one. I would put like a bunch of. I don't usually take cream or sugar or anything in my coffee, and I was dumping stuff in there. It was that bad. And then so that brings me to my story. I'm eating my horrible breakfast, sitting with my AirPods in, just listening to music or a podcast or something, and I see this woman show up to the waffle maker, and she's like, she doesn't look super confident, but she's on the phone. She doesn't look unconfident. She just walks up to it, and she like pours the stuff in, and she just closes it. And you're like supposed to close it and rotate it around.
Yeah. you
She
give it a
just
flip.
closes it. And then she's like, she's talking on the phone. She talks for like 2 minutes. The whole timer on that thing is 2 minutes, 30 seconds. She talks for 2 minutes. And then she's like, she starts like making like things like, what is going on with my waffle? And she just like opens it a little bit and closes it. And then she's like looking at it and she's walking around it and she's still talking on the phone the whole time. And then she finds a switch on the back of it and she's like switching the machine on and off. And every time she turns it back on, it starts saying like low resetting or something. And then I swear she spent 45 minutes cooking that one waffle.
Oh my God.
Did you see when it came
She
out?
turned the machine. Yeah, she took it out, right? And it comes out like, you know, sometimes they're fluffy and they bend out of the little thing.
Yeah, that's the
It
best.
comes up brick. And she puts it on her plate and she takes one of the little plastic forks and starts like poking it. And it's like breaking the plastic fork. And then she puts another waffle on.
Oh my God.
And it doesn't take her nearly as long, but she doesn't do it right.
And you didn't like say anything?
Somebody went up to try and show her how to do it. But she's on the phone and she was like non-receptive. Someone walked up, like this nicer kind of like sort of older guy.
Yeah.
He was like walking up and he was like, "Hey, so you got to close it and rotate it." And he's like trying to show her how to rotate it and she's like, "Okay." And it's like doesn't do it right again.
I would bet money she was talking about absolutely nothing.
Oh,
to her on the
yeah.
phone. Just the dumbest
Yeah.
things imaginable.
And it was
in
like-
that phone call.
It was I think it was like 7:30 a.m. Like who are you talking to on the phone? I don't think I could get anybody on the phone at 7:30 a.m.
Dude, I was similar story. I was at Whataburger. This is 3:45 in the morning.
Yeah.
On the way to work. I'm just trying to pick up taquitos for the dudes I work with.
Mm-hmm.
There's 3 big fat ladies in front of me, FaceTiming in line, and I'm just trying to pick up my food that I ordered ahead of time, like 20 minutes ahead of time. I'm just trying to talk to someone that works there.
Yeah.
And they're on the phone talking about, "You going to church, girl?" Nah, I'm not gonna make a church, girl. And then they're like I'm just like, "Just fucking order, please, for the love of God, just order." I'm just trying to I gotta go to work in like 20 minutes.
Oh.
And it is the same thing. Just that there's no need for
There's
this phone
nothing.
call.
It's
There's no need
nothing.
for
They
this
always,
phone call.
the FaceTimers always just have someone on FaceTime and they're just holding the phone.
And
Yeah, I know what you mean.
It doesn't need to be on FaceTime.
I know what you mean.
I hated when people would come into Jersey Mike's because I used to work at Jersey Mike's and people would come in talking to somebody on the phone. If I go order food, I'm like, "Hey, by the way, I'm getting food. I'll talk to you later."
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
I'm grabbing
And I
food.
hang up.
I'll see you.
It's
And-
like the perfect excuse to hang up on someone.
It is,
yeah.
All right, I gotta go.
And even if I don't hang up, I'm not talking to the person on the phone. I'm talking to the person I'm ordering from.
Yeah.
And I'm like cutting off the person on the phone because I'm like this is like a social interaction I'm
Yeah.
having right now.
This is clearly more important. I'm about to get a good sandwich.
People would come in like talking and FaceTiming, and then people would be like, I would say like, what do you like? Hey, what's going on? Like, what can I get for you? And they'd be like, "Oh," and then they would look at the menu, and they've been standing in line for 25 minutes.
I'd throw them out.
And yeah,
Next.
You're out of here.
Yeah. And they're
It's a
just
soup-
like
it's a Seinfeld.
they're looking
soup
at the
guy.
menu,
Yeah.
they pick it,
No soup for you.
and then they're like, "Okay, what you want, girl?" I'm like, "Oh," and then she puts
Yeah.
the phone to me to like put the phone to you, and then someone on the phone that you could barely hear is like, "I want to,
Yeah.
I want to." They would always order Subway, always,
Always Subway.
every
Can I
time,
get a 6-inch
and they would just order what is it?
cold
The
cut combo?
cold cut combo. It was that
Every time.
It was that every time. They would order a Subway sandwich, and I would have to explain to a person on FaceTime.
This isn't fucking
It would
Subway.
ruin my day.
Get it together. Yeah.
It would ruin my day.
That's brutal.
No, I don't understand.
I can't even.
The
Whataburger.
FaceTimers. Get the frick off FaceTime.
Oh my gosh.
I don't have wouldn't have the patience.
Oh, I hit almost all the Texas things when I was there as far as food. I guess not all of them. I've never had Raisin Canes before.
Oh, for real?
So I had Raisin Canes.
I don't. Is that even Texas?
No, but it's
It's south.
It's
like
south.
Louisiana, Texas.
Louisiana, Texas, Kentucky.
Oh, and they got Post Malone doing the. Have you seen Post
No.
Malone?
Oh, yeah.
Post
Yeah,
Malone
he's
is
got the-
sponsored by Canes now.
No
There's
way.
a giant brick, ugly pink building. I mean, whatever. It's all right.
Yeah.
But they had to do collectible Post Malone cups. He's in the commercials now.
No way.
And he's doing all the Canes stuff now.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I remember when he started doing that.
Dude, I love Canes, but I can't. Like, it's just one of those things where I'm like, I can't order it because I just don't feel good after eating it.
Well,
There's no redeeming like nutritional quality about it. I'm just like, oh, that is so good though.
It's just the grease gut.
It's so good.
That's how cookout is
there's
here.
an awful looking.
When we go to
building.
cookout here,
That's
it's
probably
just
it.
like bubble gut.
It was like an unveiling in Utah, of all places.
Is that his crew?
That's his crew, and that's the Post Malone Canes.
That's his crew?
Dude, I like Post Malone too, but I was
Yeah.
like, what is this?
That's strange activity.
Post Malone, dude.
It's not even in the video.
Beer Bongs and Bentleys, unbelievable album, but I don't know what he had going on here.
I love that dude's music.
Utah rapper Post Malone is teaming up with Raising Cane's once again. So the two are collaborating on some exclusive summer merchandise for the chicken chain. Just months after the debut of Post Malone's personally designed Cane's restaurant in Midvale. Cane's is going to sell 4 limited edition Post Malone cups.
Drunk.
The designs on the 32-ounce
like, make it
are
pink.
inspired by the
You
rapper's
think he's
tattoos
still Bud
and
Light all in?
I haven't heard anything about that.
I'd be curious about that. I mean, I don't really care that much, but just, it's like, I might look it up. I don't know. Dude, me and Carly, this is so dumb. Looking everything up on the phone. We were on vacation. It was the dumbest thing ever. We're like, what's that actress's name? We're like, don't worry about it. We're on vacation. Don't even look it up.
Yeah.
It drove us crazy fucking hour. We had to look it up. It was the dumbest thing ever. So I'm looking it up, but I'm curious. Is Post Malone still a Bud Light?
I don't see any BLs in his posts.
What? That could just be coincidence. He's lost some weight though.
He has lost.
He's getting
fit. People were worried about him. They're like, "Are you on drugs? Are you suicidal?" He's like, "No, I'm fine. Just getting in shape.
Just getting fit.
I'm an actor now."
Is he an actor?
He's been in 2 movies, I think. Sorry about that.
What the heck?
That could be an effect we could use.
Why is this Russian? Why is this translating to Bulgarian?
He looks like he could be Bulgarian. Post Malone definitely looks Eastern European.
5 days ago.
Twitter automatically is in Bulgarian for me.
It's because you're VPN, right?
Twitter kicked me off.
When is
for
this? When is
4
this?
years and then let me back on. I should have stayed
They
off.
kicked you off?
Yeah.
Why'd they kick you off?
I don't know, dude. Twitter sucked until
Dude,
Elon took
I've
it
had
over.
some pretty kick-offable tweets, and I haven't been kicked. I have not been kicked off.
I got kicked off in like 2018 or 19, and they just let me back on like a few months ago after Elon took it over.
Was it for some questionable tweets?
It was for political bias, dude, I think. Or, I mean, maybe it was... I don't know, dude. I mean, you see other people say worse stuff, and then you're like, why am I getting kicked off for this?
Yeah.
I think you got a newspaper wrote about you.
That was unrelated, but yeah, that was the most ridiculous thing. And that was a joke. Maybe, but there's certain people you can't joke about, so that's what I learned about that lesson.
That's true.
You can't joke about COVID, and you can't joke about Dave Chappelle's alphabet people. And those are 2 things that will get you kicked off of a lot of things.
There's nothing.
Which makes no sense.
There's nothing about Post Malone and Bud Light since the thing. Just nothing.
Interesting.
No more Bud Light breaks.
No more Bud Light breaks.
He's filling up the beer bong with something else.
Oh my gosh.
This message brought to you by
Miller
Lite. Are they not associated with Anheuser?
No.
No, I think they're the rivals. I think Anheuser has everything else.
Yeah.
A fine Pilsner.
Coors is by itself. Molson Coors is by itself.
Miller's separate.
Yeah.
But I think Bud Light does Busch and Michelob, and I honestly thought Modelo, but I could be wrong
They
about that.
own the company that imports Modelo.
Okay.
So
yeah,
they kind of do.
They got it all.
Yeah.
However, we need to get some Yinglings before the end of the week because that's.
I know. I love Yingling.
That's the oldest.
I've stopped Yingling for the past week or 2 just to get because it's so heavy.
Oh yeah.
So I just I take some breaks, but it's my favorite beer. I think.
That's how I am with Shiner. It's like I love Shiner, but I can't play games and go to the lake on Shiner. Yeah. I'm like, no, I'll have a few and enjoy them, but I'm not drinking them all day.
Yeah.
But Shiner.
We hit.
Oh yeah, Shiner, Texas.
What I was saying, I guess, is I hit Cane's, and I also did In-N-Out. I'd never had In-N-Out either.
And In-N-Out's California, which is crazy.
Yeah,
they're trying to take over in Texas.
Yeah,
and it's hit or miss for me.
It was good. I got the double animal style, and
that's a way to do it.
It was. It was good. It was like a mix between a pub burger and a McDonald's burger.
Yeah,
It's like
that's a good way to describe
somewhere
it.
in between.
Because it's, I've had it where I've been like disappointed, but I've also had it where I'm like, this is exactly what I wanted right now.
And then we have Cookout. Do you have Cookouts there?
I think we drove by one here, but I have never been there.
We got to bring you to Cookout.
Okay, we'll have to try that.
Cookout is crazy. It's like
the cane situation where you eat it and you're like, why did I eat
why
that? But it was so good going in.
And
all right, well I can get
Cookout
it.
is like
on vacation.
Cookout is the gap between a McDonald's burger and a actual like burger you'd have at a Cookout.
Okay,
it's like right in between there. So they're like opposite ends of the spectrum, I think. In-N-Out and Cookout.
All right.
And with McDonald's in the middle.
Though.
And the freakiest people in the world are making your burger.
Oh yeah, it's bad.
It's bad.
They pay them like 3 cents an hour, and they just like don't care at all, and they somehow make the most like. Sometimes they'll just burn the shit out of your burger, and they'll just give it to you, and then if you try and complain, they'll be like, "What?"
Yeah.
That kind of sounds like. Is it a chain though?
Yeah.
Yep.
And it's open. Okay. It's open. I think
it's open until 4:30 in the morning.
Oh, okay.
Is that one really?
Do they have a place called Big Bite here with like
No.
big BYT? Man, when I was in college, I don't know if it's a chain or it doesn't exist. The one I used to go to doesn't exist anymore, but it's called Big Bite. They're open till 4 or 5 in the morning. The sandwiches, like they call it sandwiches, but it'd be like the sandwich ingredients would be like double cheeseburger, chicken tenders, mozzarella sticks, bacon, egg and cheese, and like the sandwich. Like, oh my god! But it was.
I don't even see it.
In Big Bite, oh shit! It might not even exist anymore.
Maybe.
Look up, type of Big Bite sandwich, and just out of curiosity. Oh shit! It doesn't even exist anymore.
I wonder if there's some pictures.
It's just straight out of business.
Oh, it went to Bite though.
Oh,
they were too big,
dude. I don't even know if that's it. But they had one in Austin, and it was like everybody ate there for like, I don't know. People had rumors about it, but they were open all night. Thing. Yeah, I think they were probably just stealing drugs out of there. Yeah, it's like half the places in Austin. They're like talk about iconic Austin places, and they're like, it's amazing that place didn't get shut down for how much cocaine they're dealing out of the back.
That's insane.
Oh my god.
Yeah, we did, and we also went to Terry Black's, which was which I think there's.
Did you like it?
It was good.
I love Terry Black's. I've only had it a couple times.
It's expensive.
Yeah, it's pricey.
It's crazy. I couldn't believe it because I've heard Terry Black's. I've heard the name. I know. I think there's one in Austin, right?
Yeah.
And there's one in Dallas.
There's one in Houston too, I think.
Really?
But it's gotten barbecue's gotten expensive.
Dude, I couldn't believe it. So we get in this long line, and we beat the dinner rush barely. Like the line got longer.
It's not a sit down.
It is.
You can.
It's like there's all kinds of seating, but you get in a line, and then you go to the sides first. Sides are like $4 a pop. So we got like,
what is happening?
Is that the cat or is that fireworks or
I don't know what's going on. But yeah, so we have.
You get the sides first.
Yeah, I get like mac and cheese and cream corn or something. Both were outstanding, phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
And so I get that, and then I go to the meat. Like you go to the register, and right next to the register, there's a dude at a big butcher block with like this sharp knife, just like with brisket and ribs and all this stuff. And you're
like the Sam Jones.
I've never been to Sam Jones, but I go. I get
Whatever,
brisket
dude.
sandwich, a sliced or chopped or something brisket sandwich, and it's so much brisket goes on the sandwich.
Yeah,
and then
they load it up. But
it was
you pay for it.
So good. Yeah, we paid like $80 for 2 of us or something like that.
Oh my
and,
god!
It was business, so I didn't pay for it. But
yeah,
and then
that's
we went.
To do it.
We went to another place, another barbecue place like that, where you kind of like go up with a tray and then you can go sit down. Which apparently, I guess they're all like that because that's always came into with like. And there's a giant pit where they're just like smoking so much meat all the time.
Yeah.
And we go to this other one. We spent like $120.
Wait,
but we got
was that?
so much food. It was in Dallas. It was
okay.
I don't even know what it was called, but it was supposedly like one of the best places to go in Dallas. But then there's also a bunch of stuff on the internet that said if you want really good Texas barbecue, get as far away from Dallas as you can.
Did they say Salt Lake?
I didn't
Okay.
I didn't read it,
People talk shit. Everyone in Texas loves to talk shit about Dallas.
Do they really?
Yeah. But there's this place in Texas called the Salt Lick, and I don't even know what city it's in, but it's in the middle of the hill country, and it's like the biggest, I don't know if it still is, but it's like the biggest indoor open fire pit in the world, and it's just, it's like probably like 10-foot diameter, just fire pit in the middle of the restaurant, and they just throw ribs, brisket, everything on there, and they're mopping it down with barbecue sauce with like an actual mop, like a real mop, mopping it down, like bucket of barbecue sauce, and it's unbelievable.
That is crazy.
And I don't even know if
I'm getting hungry.
Right? And I was like, we just ate, and I'm like, we're talking about food, I gotta eat again.
We went to a place called the Pecan Lodge. That's where we went. And look, I got a picture. It's like, that's my pulled pork sandwich. Huge amount of meat.
That looks good.
Then we got burnt ends and like 2 pounds of beef ribs.
Nice.
So it's like it's basically like food for 3 people.
That's plenty.
At least 3 people.
Are they chopping the beef ribs off the bone and serving it?
They're just, I'm pretty sure they're just cutting it. Because we got like 1 bone and but 2 pounds of beef ribs. So
I could do it.
It was, it was good too. It was so good. And we were like so full that we both said, we're not eating barbecue for a year. Like it was that kind of full.
Dude, I'll be full off of meat, and then I'll have bread pudding or like banana or whatever.
We had peach cobbler.
Well, that'll do it. And then after that, I have something sweet. I'm like, I could eat some more salty meat again.
Yeah,
dude. Salt Lick sounds like ritualistic.
Yeah,
I keep like trying to envision it in my head of a dude like mopping down a bunch of meat.
You could look it up, or I want to see if I have a picture of it. But Carly took me there. Carly took me on one of my last birthdays. We just wandered around the hill country. We did. Like, one night we did steak, one night we did barbecue. We went to a distillery doing whiskey, and it was literally just meat and bourbon and then meat. And then we went to, like, a state park with, like, waterfalls and swimming. And I was like,
this is it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. They hang all the sausage from the roof.
Yeah.
And they got the open fire in the middle of the restaurant. I don't know if you can look them mopping up but it's good. I've never heard that much bad stuff about Dallas barbecue, because I don't think Salt Lake started.
Mopping it around.
Yeah, with the actual mop. There you go. That's how they do it. Dang. It's good though, and it's out in the middle of nowhere almost. People were drinking beers. Like, people would show up with coolers, and I don't know if it was BYOB, but people were doing that. Just cooler full of beers waiting.
Yeah. That's the thing about North Carolina. We have everything in North Carolina, and people are going to be mad that I'm saying this, I feel like, but we don't have good food. There's occasional.
No, dude, we have the best barbecue in the country.
Oh, do you?
Yeah,
from better than Texas.
Well, it depends on what
different.
It depends on what type of barbecue you want, because we have Western and our Eastern barbecue is unbelievably good.
Well, what's the best thing to order? What's the best North Carolina barbecue item to order?
Pulled pork.
The pulled pork is insane.
Yeah. Well, pulled pork in Texas is good too, though.
I had Texas pulled pork.
And
it's
better here?
It's just different. It's like so much more of that like malt kind of vinegar flavor in North Carolina.
Okay.
And in Texas, the stuff I had too was kind of almost vinegary. Like it was really good. It was super good. I can't say anything bad about it. It's just a different flavor. The beef in Texas though is like outstanding.
Yeah, I haven't had. Well, maybe we'll have to get some barbecue on this trip while I'm up here.
Yeah.
But Texas brisket and Texas beef.
The
ribs.
brisket was so
beef ribs is. Beef ribs are pricey, but it's my favorite thing. I just smoked that, and that's one of the things Carly's picky about eating beef. But anytime I make beef ribs, she's like, "That was amazing."
Yeah, the beef ribs are so.
Carly loves the pricey, the most expensive thing. It's like that's what she wants.
Yep.
Like beef tenderloin, filet mignon. That's what she wants. We cooked steaks one time, and now she's like, "I only eat filet mignon now." I'm like, "You sound so spoiled."
One of the best.
Yeah, but that's it. And then it's like beef ribs too, dude. It's so expensive.
Yeah, I'm usually the opposite. Like if I can see the prices, I'll usually pick like one of the cheaper foods that I think I'm gonna like. I'll still pick what I want.
Unless it's on the company dime.
When it's on the company, dude, I still have like a little, like it's a real small company, so I still have like I have a little bit of like a thing, but my boss just like loves food, so he's the one ordering $120 worth of barbecue.
Nice.
And so I'm just like, well, if he's gonna do it, fuck it. Like I'm not gonna sit here and try and be cheap.
That energy.
Yeah. And I mean, we ate good. I swear I ate enough for like 2 or 3 weeks. And we had so many IPAs because I love drinking and when you go somewhere, when you travel somewhere, you can try all their like IPAs to really know how their beer is.
Yeah.
Because you can get Miller Lite anywhere, but I was drinking like Deep Ellum IPA, which is like the little area in Texas. Oh my gosh, or in Dallas, I mean. Mm-hmm. But we went to this rooftop bar, and this dude just was selling cigars. He had set up a and it was hilarious because we were like, I wonder where we can get cigars and have a beer.
This dude just showed up.
I don't know why we said it.
He opens his coat.
Dude, he was.
This is straight out of Aladdin.
Yeah.
He was there. Like, we said it, and then he was there. We went to this rooftop bar. He's got a folding table and like 4 or 5 mini humidors and like every cigar you could ever want. And he's got a little square reader.
Dude, we should have. Dude, I appreciate the cigars. I want to get y'all some more of those. We'll have to do that again.
Oh yeah,
I'm down. I love a cigar.
Good. I never really smoked them, but I used to smoke cigarettes and I gave those up. But every now and then, it's nice to just fucking smoke something good.
Did you like that cigar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not any stretch of the imagination a connoisseur, but we were in Mexico for my buddy's wedding, and they had a dude, like I think he was just full-time employed by the resort selling cigars, and he was just hounding us the whole week. And then he finally showed up before the wedding. He's like, all right, dude, just leave me alone for the rest of the time. Let's get like 4 of the good ones.
Yeah.
We smoked those after the ceremony.
Were they good?
Yeah, they were really good. I was like, all right, fine, fuck, dude, talk me into it.
The thing about cigars,
they're fake Cubans. I wouldn't know.
Yeah, no, I don't. I have had pretty like I guess like $18, probably the most expensive cigar I've ever even just like had a little bit of, and it was really smooth, I guess. Mm-hmm. But once you get past a certain point in like quality, which is not that big of a point, they're all pretty much good as long as they're kept right. So if you go to a cigar, or if you go to like it's like a smoke shop that has like a dry ass humidor, you're gonna have this like disgusting cigar, no matter what it is. And so the biggest difference,
totally ruined it.
The biggest difference is just like if the place you're buying it from keeps them right, or if they don't, if it's a brand new like box they just opened. Because
you can keep a cigar for 2 years
if it's
the right humidity.
Yeah,
but. Yeah, as soon as you walk in that humidor, you know what the cigars are going to be like.
Yeah. Yep. So it's I feel like it's less about trying to find the perfect cigar, which they do all have different. They're all a little different, but it's just like find a place that actually cares enough to have like a nice setup.
We all got a good place here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got a really good place.
We'll have to go there tomorrow, the next day, and get a couple more. Cause I'll y'all one. Or I'll just get a few and have some that night, and I'll leave y'all with some.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, we'll go. Yeah, we got our little spot, and then there's the big spot in Raleigh. The capital,
I haven't been there.
The capital. You haven't?
No. I just like our little spot. It's like they've got basically it's like imagine probably the biggest walk-in closet you've ever seen. Mm-hmm. It's that big.
I can imagine a pretty
that big.
closet.
And then the one in Raleigh is like
it's like a big. It's like would be a huge closet.
It's like a room.
Damn.
It's like a tiny shed.
Fair enough.
Like you could park a lawnmower.
All right.
In the humidor. Yeah, it's
you
pretty
say
good.
You could take apart one mower?
No, I said you could park one mower.
Oh.
Park a mower.
You could probably take it apart too in there. But yeah, it's pretty good. I don't know. I'm not like I don't know the most about cigars, but
we're starting to get picky though. I notice like every time I go in, I'm picky.
Yeah.
Like I squeeze the cigar.
I know. I do it too.
That's how you learn though.
Well, you're just trying to figure out if it's gonna be like all gross.
And I know the wrapper I like.
That's the scientific method, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
If they're too hard, you're like pass.
Yeah.
Pass.
Because I vaped for a little while, for like 8 months. For like exactly. For like 8 months, and I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Slave to the Chinese.
Yeah, it was like it was just weird, but it's like you get this like crazy robo buzz. So I'm like,
it is pretty wild.
It's like the freaking USB starts transferring its files directly to your brain.
Yeah,
and you're getting this crazy buzz.
Xi Jinping.
Yeah,
comes in your mind.
Yeah,
we did the hookah in Mexico too.
Ooh, I've never done that.
Oh, it's fun.
Yeah,
like it's nothing like crazy, but it's It's just kind of fun to do when you've been boozing. Like we were in Mexico, we were ordering like espresso martinis for like 4 hours, and we're like, "Yeah, let's get the hookah over here." Just like, what the fuck's going on? It's massive clouds, bro. So
over the hookah.
So dumb, dude.
Oh my
But
gosh,
it's fun though.
I think cigarettes are the best buzz I've ever had.
Yeah. Absolutely.
But they're also the most guilt.
Yeah.
Like,
and also if you, dude, it just the next day.
Yeah.
It just kills you. Headache wise, dude.
Yeah, I get a headache. Like, if I'm awake for like an hour or two after, I'm going to get a really bad headache.
Yeah. Every once in a while, we'll get just tobacco and roll a couple just to like feel better about it. Because I'm like, I just convinced myself, I'm like, dude, there's no chemicals in this. It's just straight tobacco.
Yeah.
This is revolutionary America.
Yeah.
This country was built.
Yeah.
This country was built.
That's what I was saying to myself when I buy a cigar.
Yeah. It's like, hey, this is how we built America.
Yeah.
So this is pretty fucking awesome.
And North Carolina is a tobacco state.
The hand
I'm
rolled.
getting our jobs.
The hand rolled was an issue for me because my roommates in college were like, yo, we don't really know how to roll joints, so we're gonna get
amateurs.
We're gonna get tobacco because we've got all these papers. Yeah, they wanted to practice by rolling tobacco, and they were like, I think they would split one, but I knew where they kept the tobacco, and I had papers. And then all of a sudden I realized, like, it was like the third night in a row that I had like snuck into his room when he wasn't there, grabbed a pinch of tobacco and like smoked a bootleg cigarette, just rolled horribly, and I was like getting buzzed. I'm like,
but no filter, dude. Straight tobacco.
No filter, dude.
None of
I would roll up like a piece of cardboard.
Yeah, that's fine. Though, but it's not like
it barely did anything. Like I'm just straight like mainlining nicotine.
I don't care what any scientific study says, though. That there's no way that that's worse for you than the cigarettes you buy in the packs, though.
No,
I don't know. Maybe.
I feel like the cigarettes in the packs have to be worse.
Buying it, though.
The cigarettes in the packs have to be worse.
The commercial said there's poison in them. Nobody ever said anything about straight, just pure tobacco.
Yeah.
It's just America.
Yeah. That's God's leaf.
I don't know. It's the thing is the nicotine itself.
The
not
Native
bad
Americans
for you.
smoked it.
Yeah, they did. Like they that's how they
What is
used
it?
instant messaging.
What's the? Yeah, there you go. Smoke signals. What's the brand? What's this like all natural cigarettes? It's
American Spirit.
American Spirits. There
Yeah,
you go.
I smoked
dude.
one of those one time.
Yeah.
This girl.
They'll last for an hour.
Really?
It's like, I don't know. Or maybe I'm mixing up Marlboro Reds. One or the other. They're terrible and they'll just last.
The Reds are the only ones I've ever bought.
Really?
Yeah.
That's brutal.
But I didn't smoke a lot of them. I've smoked like probably around a pack in my life, maybe a pack and a quarter.
Right.
Like not like.
Okay, that's barely.
Yeah, but I was way more into the
vaping,
but
apparently.
only so it was like 8 months I was in it, and then I was like, I have to stop this. I like smashed up my little vape I had because I didn't have it where it was like the big box mod.
That's how you know
I
it was
had
a
the
problem.
the USBs. Yeah, it was.
Comes to it.
It's the convenience factor, dude, makes any sort of thing like that like way easier.
Which makes it worse because
Yeah.
I remember one time I was
you
working
do
at
it inside.
Yeah.
It doesn't smell.
I was working at a Jersey Mike's that I didn't usually work at. Like I was like whatever one of the top employees, so they would send me sometimes to other stores.
Humble brag.
Yeah, you know,
Flex, dude.
it's not that big of a brag.
Sick.
Flex
It's
out
not that
everybody.
big of a
Everybody,
brag.
I was a pretty
Knows
good
me,
employee
dude.
too.
I was like a try-hard
fucking awesome.
17-year-old.
Hey, Jersey Mike's is the best sandwiches though.
Yeah, that's true.
It really is.
But I went into the bathroom and vaped at this store that I didn't even work at normally, and I was trying to be like set a good example. I was like super try-hard.
Is that 17?
Yeah, I think so.
That's when I started smoking too.
And I walk out into the like back into the restaurant after the bathroom vape sesh, and I like one of those burps that comes out of nowhere, and a little poof comes out, and I'm like like trying to get it. Like everybody, I just go to the bathroom and I come back and I burp out vape.
He's
I
not
was
the
so
best
embarrassed.
employee.
All of a sudden, yeah, my ranking goes
Yeah,
down.
your ranking went down.
Yeah,
I
they
started-
never brought me back there again either.
Well, you learn your lesson.
But you know those people who can do the click in their mouth and then blow out like vapor?
Yeah, they go like,
Yeah.
and then they go.
I've done it once
Like,
before.
That's the most middle school trick.
It is.
That was like the kids who can lift their tongue up and squirt you.
Oh yeah, the gleekers.
The gleekers.
The gleekers.
Disgusting.
Disgusting.
Absolutely disgusting.
I get a pee so bad.
I do too. I was gonna say, what's the
MO?
SOP on that?
Yeah, we just go pee.
Got my swimsuit on, so I think I'm just
Yeah,
gonna chill here.
You kind of just sit and relax.
Just lounging.
All right, we can take a break. No, I just got I got gut rot or something. Something hit me really, really wrong recently.
I was fine until like literally about 15 minutes ago. I didn't want to interrupt the show. I was like, I don't know what the rules are.
No,
I'm about to have to take a quick break.
You can interrupt the show whenever you want. I've ran off the premises before.
I think we
and I'm about to have to again, and I'm worried the power's going to go out, because if the power goes out, we're all on wells. So I'm going to lose like the toilet ability.
I don't think the power will go out.
I just got that email from Duke Energy, so now I'm like...
Wait, are you serious?
It was like yesterday, though, or...
So is everything septic here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why, what are you flushing?
Yeah, what's going on?
Drugs.
So, are you gonna see this stuff I flush
No,
later?
I don't know. It's in Houston. It's all over the place. In Magnolia, it's septic, and
Oh, really?
in the city, it's municipal districts doing their own plumbing, and
Yeah.
I don't know. We just bought the house. I'm trying to catch up on
Are you
shit.
You're septic or?
No,
sewer?
our house is sewer, but
That's kind of nice. Do
the
you have to pay for that?
our water includes it, and our water's
Oh.
the water's like $60.
Oh, so you're on city water too.
No, well, dude, there's city. It's weird. There's city water, and then Houston's so fucking big and spread out. There's like city water, and then there's municipal districts, and then we get way out past the suburbs. That's like Magnolia area, where Carly's parents live. It's like it's septic, and they got a home generator too, which is fucking sweet. I'm kind of looking at that because the power went out. We had like that freak,
the freeze,
yeah, and they had the natural gas home generator, so it kicked on immediately. We had fucking power and everything. I went to work at Home Depot, dude. The water was out, the toilets are out. And I was like, what the fuck do y'all want me to do? And they're like, oh, well, everybody's just been going in like a bucket outside. And I'm like, what? And I was like, all right, I will work. And I was like, I showed up to work. I'm going to work. And as soon as I have to take a shit, I'm going home. So you got me for about a couple hours. And I moved generators. I moved generators from the receiving dock to the loading dock up front for about 2.5 hours. And I was like, all right, I'm going home. Fuck y'all. I didn't want to go to work anyways. I was just trying to be a good Samaritan, I suppose.
Yeah. If you don't have running water at in food, you have to shut down because you can't wash your hands. So
they didn't sell food at Home Depot, but
what about the Slim Jims?
Yeah, what about the Slim
Jims? They do sell snacks.
You should have brought that
That's
up.
a good point.
Actually,
no, I didn't bring it up. I just left. I said, good luck, guys. Fuck you, dude. Y'all can load your own generator up if you need that bad. You should have prepared. HEB does an amazing job. Hurricane Prep, they have full-time emergency management people. Home Depot is the dumbest people imaginable. Top to bottom, dumb as fuck, dude. It was so irritating working there.
We've had a Lowe's employee and a Home Depot employee on so far.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well.
There's not really
Home
anymore.
Depot turned HEB, which HEB is way better.
HEB is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I love HEB. Home Depot was like, I was just like, I don't want to. I was doing. This is a whole nother thing. I don't really want to get on this on camera, but the COVID unemployment was the biggest scam next to just regular COVID scam in American history. But I was doing that, and I was like, I can't. I gotta get it. I gotta do something. I gotta at least work a little bit.
Yeah.
But
they're just like handing out money to people who weren't working.
Yeah,
dude, I was
in school, so I
made more money off COVID unemployment than I was making before I was when I was working. And I was like, this feels illegal.
This
and
feels
like
wrong.
I hate the government in general.
Yeah.
So I was like, this feels like I can't keep doing this. That's why I started working at Home Depot in the first place. I was like, I can't milk this forever.
Yeah.
I should. In hindsight, I should have, because Home Depot sucked and the free money was awesome.
Yeah.
But it was such a fucking scam.
That is like a moral dilemma.
I know, dude.
But
it's the same thing with student loans for me, because I'm like, hey, you guys want to forget this shit, go for it. But also, I'm like, that's so fucked up if y'all do that.
Well, I'm waiting for inflation to just get so bad that my student loans are like
so high.
Yeah, like right now with almost no savings and a lot of debt, inflation's like super good for me. Because the value of my student loans keeps tanking, and the value of my cash isn't changing much. There's not much there.
No.
What about the interest rates? Are they going up? Or you locked in?
I have fixed interest rates.
On the student loans?
Yeah.
I think the student loans are, they're just
You
set.
can, for the ones for the private ones, I could pick.
Yeah. It depends on if they're federal or private too.
I did fixed, I think.
But everything else, interest rates are like, dude, a house. My brother bought a house. I think it was like, the interest rate was like 2.9 or like high 2s or low 3s. Yeah. Me and Carly like snuck in barely at like 5 something, like low 5s, and now it's at like 6 or 7.
I was gonna say that's pretty good. 2 and 3 are unheard of.
Yeah,
that shouldn't have happened.
I know. That's how my brother, he snuck in and bought this big house and like for the suburbs, a good lot size, like a 187, something crazy at the time, and like I think it's like 2.9 or 3.1 or something.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's that's unheard of. I think historical average is like 6.5.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, something like that.
All right, well then me and Carly lucked out because it's higher than that now.
Yeah,
we got like low 5s.
Yeah, ours North Carolina right now is like 6.9.
Oh, really?
6.8,
okay.
something like that.
Yeah, it was. I was like, God damn! If we did this like a year earlier, we'd be saving. The amount it changes in the monthly payment is just like it's. And then it don't even start on like looking at how much of the monthly payment is like interest versus principal. You're just like, fuck.
Yeah.
I don't even look at it anymore. I'm like, whatever.
Don't look at it.
No, it's insane. I mean, that's how. I've been reading this book that Gus gave me called Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Oh yeah. My brother read it. I haven't read it.
You gotta read it.
I
need to read it.
I know. I
gotta read it.
I need to. My brother read it. My youngest brother read it.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
The thing is, it's dumb easy to understand. Like, it's not like I thought it was gonna be like a finance book.
Uh-huh.
It's not really. It's more of like a mindset about finance book and like just a. It's cool, but he has this whole thing about how you're working for, what is it? You're working for other people, and then you're working for the bank, and then you're working for the government.
Yeah.
And like you have to like start to get past all those things if you ever want to like get to somewhere where you're making like serious dough. Cuz you
got to make your money work for you. That's the whole point of the book.
It's very interesting, and he is a rich dude writing it. So it's like
those are
you have to be rich to be credible. Like, you can't be a poor person writing like how to get rich.
Yeah.
But also sometimes the rich people, I don't trust them because I'm like, well, you know.
But he elaborates like further
does.
down in the book where he came from. It's like he didn't immediately get rich. He like started his journey at like 25, 26 years old, and now he's rich.
But then I thought, I was thinking about this today. I was mowing today. And I was thinking about this. I was like, all of the like famous rich people that all the kids are looking up to, I feel like almost all of them got rich by accident.
Yeah, I believe
like
that.
the actual real rich people that got rich on purpose.
It's boring rich.
It's boring rich. And it's like, that's a way you can actually do it though.
Yeah.
And then
Yogi fam.
Yeah, that dude got rich by accident. Post Malone, rich by accident. Joe Rogan, rich by accident.
Joe Rogan was on food stamps as a kid. He was poor as fuck growing up.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I know that he was trying to get famous and stuff. And I'm not saying he didn't work hard for it. I'm saying like, you can't just repeat that easily. Like, everyone can't repeat
the people
that.
you know about.
The people you know about got rich in a way that you can't repeat. But the people you aren't thinking about got rich in a way you can repeat.
Yeah.
There's ways
you just
to
don't
get
know
rich.
about them.
Yeah,
you just don't hear about them.
It's very fascinating. I've been thinking about it a lot because I've been reading that book. I'm like,
doesn't it change your mindset?
It does. It makes
how you think about money
you think
too.
Different. It does. I think everybody should read it.
I'll have to read it.
I'm prescribing everybody.
You gotta read it. I even did it on audio. My first go around.
You read it?
I did on
I can listen to you read it on audio.
I'll read it for you if you want. Anyone who wants me to read it for them, I'll read it. It's gonna be slow because I'm also a really slow reader.
Yeah, I'm a slow reader. Dude, honestly that's why I need to start doing podcasts and audiobooks more, because it's just like
I love
sounded
podcasts.
out for me, baby.
Yeah.
I got a hardback book and I read like, dude, we drove 18 hours to get here. I read 7 pages.
That might be a little bit slower than me.
I know. I ended up driving a lot more than I thought I was going to, but I got this book I was excited to read, and I read 7 pages, dude. And I was like, fuck.
The last book I read took me, I think, 9 months. And it was like,
dude, it's tough, dude.
It's hard.
It's not like you get out of practice. It's not like you're doing summer reading all the time. You just gotta read these things.
That's true. It's
that's why
the 10 pages a day is like
10 pages a day
is perfect for me.
That's a good rule to have to set a limit. That's how I have to do anything like exercise or whatever. I gotta set a rule.
I feel like it's exactly like exercise, where if you're doing it regularly, you're like, why am I not always doing this?
You just gotta make a habit out of it. Anything good I want to do, I have to make a habit out of it. Playing guitar, reading, exercising, fucking not eating ice cream every day.
Yeah, that one.
That one is brutal.
And the problem is, dude, the books I've read The Rum Diary and I've read The Old Man in the Sea, and I've read both of those books like 10 times, and I haven't read any new books.
The Old Man in the Sea slaps, though.
It's a great book, dude. And I always take it to Mexico. I read every time I go to Mexico, take The Rum Diary and The Old Man in the Sea. You just knock both of them out on the beach. No problem.
You read the same.
Yeah, dude, those are good books. I got a bad habit. I do the same thing with movies. All my favorite movies, I watch the same movies over and over.
I do that too with the movies.
You do movies. Yeah, you do movies over and over again.
Dude,
I don't do it over. Once I watched it, I barely can sit my ass still for long enough to watch it the first time.
Really?
So like the second time, except Napoleon Dynamite, I've seen like 7 or 8 times.
Dude, we spent weeks where we just had that on. Yeah. And it was just like Napoleon Dynamite's on. Just sit and watch parts of it. But there's like 5 to 10 movies where I've seen like 20 times each.
What's your top 3?
The newest one, The Nice Guys. Have y'all seen that?
No.
Oh my god,
it's
dude.
So good.
It's Russell Crowe and Gosling, and they're fucking hilarious together, and it's like action comedy, and it's so fucking good.
That sounds like a good combo.
Dude, they're so mean to each other, and it's so fucking funny. The Nice Guys is an unbelievable movie. Boondock Saints, Snatch, High Fidelity.
Dang, I haven't seen any of those.
Dude, all right.
I haven't seen any of them
I
either.
haven't seen any of those.
We're going to have to
You're making me feel old as shit.
You got to write up a list or something.
I will. We'll do a round 2 of this podcast sometime soon, and then I'll have to come back and quiz you on these movies. But those, I swear to God, those are unbelievable movies. The Nice Guys is hilarious.
That's 2016. All right, yeah, we'll watch that one.
Nice Guys.
We'll run that one up.
Snatch, High Fidelity. Boondock Saints, dude. Have y'all heard of Boondock Saints?
I've heard of it.
And then Fight Club's probably got to be on my list too.
Sadly, isn't that Brad Pitt?
Brad Pitt and Edward Norton. But Boondock Saints, dude, it's unbelievable vigilante, dude. It's 2 Irish brothers somehow accidentally get mixed up with the mafia on St. Patrick's Day, and then just turn fucking vigilante mercenaries.
That's kind of sick.
It's so fun.
Or that sounds sick.
It's so fun.
Fight Club. Everyone goes after Brad Pitt's physique in that movie. Everyone wants his physique.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, the crazy thing is right now I'm probably like 200, maybe 205. But back in the day, in like my peak, I was watching Snatch, because Brad Pitt's in Snatch too. Both those movies same time. He was like something crazy, probably like 155, and I could never get there, but I could get shredded at like 175. But it's been a minute since I've been around that. Now it's too much of the beer and barbecue, dude.
Yeah.
Too much of the beer and barbecue, and I can't.
Double
Texas
trouble.
is not the state to live in if you want to get like.
No, not
like
at all,
ripped,
dude.
Dude, I don't know. You can sweat it out pretty good there.
I must have gained. Yeah. I think I weighed myself, right? And the last time I weighed myself, I was fully clothed, like jeans, shoes, phone and wallet and everything is in my pockets and stuff. And I weighed myself when I got back from Texas.
There he is. I saw his physique.
Yeah, same. He's a boxer. I
weighed more completely nude than I did in all my
all your gear.
Yeah. So like I was only there for like 4 days.
How much did you weigh? Because we weighed the exact same right before you left.
What was it, like 168?
Yeah, 168.4.
Okay.
We both weighed the exact same.
I was like 169 or something with like completely nude. And jeans weigh a lot.
They do, dude. Anytime I go donate blood, and I'm just like, they're like, weigh yourself. I'm like, all right, hold on, let me strip down real fast. I don't want this to look
Let
bad.
me take my pants off.
You didn't ask for that? That's fine. Don't worry about it. That's how I keep up with all my. I don't ever go to the doctor, but I try to donate blood every once in a while. So they do my blood pressure. They do all my blood work.
They get the good.
Yeah. They do all
the main measurements.
Yeah.
Dude, I love that guy. Oh no. The Del Toro guy.
You just unplug yourself.
This Benicio del Toro early on, dude. This is a great one.
I
Jason
love
Statham.
that guy.
Early Jason Statham.
I got them all in my tabs.
All right, cool.
While I'm editing this pod tonight, which again, the power cannot go out.
Yeah.
While I'm editing it tonight, I'm gonna start legally downloading.
You're gonna edit it tonight?
Yeah, dude, we're already a day late.
I know we're a day late, but what's another half day? Like if you do it tomorrow.
Do it tomorrow morning.
I know
because it's already almost 11.
But this has been amazing, dude. I haven't known what time it is the entire day.
Yeah,
I'm just like going with it.
Yeah, out on the boat all day.
I was on the boat. I was like, all right, it's probably about noon. Sun's straight up. I don't even think that's scientifically true.
Yeah.
But I was like, yeah, it's noon. Whatever.
Sun looks in the middle.
It's north. It's not north. It's straight up. That's north, I guess.
The sun is due north.
Sun is middle.
But is it 9? Is it 10, 11? I don't even know what time.
It's almost 11.
It's almost 11. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Shit.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, the pod flies by too. Once you get talking like this. Because the thing is, there's no gaps for you to wait and think about what time it is.
Yeah.
So you're just constantly talking, and then you realize it's been like an hour and a half.
Also, dude, I don't know what y'all's Wi-Fi is, and my phone doesn't work out here, so that's been kind of nice too. I've just been like letting it ride.
Yeah.
Catch up on some texts like when we were like driving to Chipotle.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, all this shit went through. The Astros won tight.
The Astros.
My dogs are good.
We can get you on the Wi-Fi if you want to, but it's almost sounding like you're enjoying it.
It's kind of a nice break. It's kind of nice.
It's a beautiful break.
Yeah. I almost want to just get a flip phone, like a Razor again.
I've thought about that like a lot of times.
If I could get Google Maps on a Razor, I would probably switch back.
Yeah. Because
other than that, I'm like, I waste so much fucking time. Dude, honestly, because I got back on Twitter after I got kicked off. And then I got back on. I was like, "This fucking." It's like it's literally like a cigarette addiction, dude. I'm like on it. And I'm like,
me, it's Instagram.
You fucking idiots. You fucking idiots.
So funny. You got kicked off Twitter.
We were on the first day we were driving, dude. I don't know if y'all were following this, like the fake uprising coup in Russia.
No,
this is way off topic, but for like 18 hours, every fucking asshole on the internet was like, "Oh, Putin's going down. They're getting them. It's a coup in Russia." And I was like, dude. And they're sharing like the dumbest clips in like a foreign language of like nothing happening. And I was like, I don't know, man. This looks and they're like, CIA's paying Wagner Group. They're taking Putin out. And then like 2 days later, they're like, nothing happened. Everyone just looks like a bunch of assholes. And I'm like, I was sitting here saying like, yeah, it looks like nothing's happening.
That is funny.
And I waste a fucking ton of time on it is the point. I just need to get back to a flip phone.
I was on Twitter looking at the submarine thing that just happened.
Oh, dude, Carly was obsessed with that.
It was crazy. And they knew about it.
And they knew it
3 days before.
On Sunday, yeah. Yep. And I've been following like old Dan Crenshaw, Texas eye patch guy, and he's saying he's pissed off because he's like, I knew they were half-assing the search. They didn't use everything at their disposal. So it's like, did they know they were dead or not? I just want to get answers on this because it sounds like they're covering up, not to get all crazy, it sounds like they're covering up Hunter Biden charges and IRS whistleblower stories.
That was the whole thing.
So I was like, I don't want to get too crazy.
That's what they were doing is because he got such a crazy plea deal that like
and
they extended the search to cover it up.
And then so everybody was looking at the everyone's looking one way.
He got the craziest no jail plea deal of all time.
Illegal gun charge, tax evasion, and then all the IRS whistleblower testimony that came out at the end of the week was worse than anything he got charged with. He's like, did you see the stuff? He's like, I'm sitting next to my father, and he wants to know why y'all didn't pay us $5 million to the Chinese guy. Did you see that?
No.
Look up. We don't have to do it right now, but IRS whistleblower testimony, Hunter Biden, China, and it's just like, it's goddamn devastating. But they're not going to do anything about it, dude.
No, of course not. Because of the Titan Gate.
Yeah, and every fucking Republican in Congress is a huge bitch.
That's true.
That's really true. Sad. Even like I used to love Ted Cruz too, dude. I got an article. I literally was like civic duty, like write for your paper, submit an article, an editorial, and I got a article published about how much I like Ted Cruz, and now that dude's kind of a bitch now.
This is a CNN article.
He is, yeah.
He kind of bitched out.
Yeah.
He used to be badass, and now he's like on not podcasts are bad, but it's like, bro, you're the one who's supposed to be doing something about it, not like telling us like on Twitter.
Dude,
like
you're on CNN, by the way.
I know. I know.
Is it on there?
It's on CNN.
Well, it might be, dude. Dude, that's been another crazy thing to see. CNN fired all the shitty liberal journalists, and then Fox got rid of Tucker. Like, Don Lemon was trash, and CNN fired like 2 other big fucking terrible liberals.
Did they fire Don Lemon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoa.
They finally fired him
recently.
and
He sucked, bro. He sucked so bad.
Did you see his thing about women being past their prime?
No.
Oh my god, dude. It was unbelievably stupid. Like, as stupid as I always thought Don Lemon was, I was like, dude, this is embarrassing. He was talking about, I think he was talking about Nikki Haley, and he goes, oh, she's past her prime. She's whatever, 58. Look it up. It's not me. It's just facts. Google it. And he's telling this to 2 women on a show, and they're like, past her prime? And they're like, that's about childbearing age. And she's not past her prime and living. And it was just, and like 2 weeks later, he was fired. It was dumb, dude. But he's been the dumbest person on TV for years.
Yeah.
Dude, this is crazy. I'm on CNN because I feel like if you're looking up something that's like normally like all the Republicans are talking about,
it would be on Fox.
Dude, it's all over CNN. And
yeah.
It's even talking about like Republicans being super mad about the slap on the wrist.
Yeah, well, because it was a slap on the wrist, dude.
But it's like if this is on CNN, like I feel like in a way, if you can find on the source that normally would hide it, this stuff, then like that's almost like the best way to fact check it.
Yeah. Well, because anytime you argue with someone, they'll be like, "Oh, where'd you see that Fox News?"
Yeah,
it's like,
no, CNN, dude.
CNN said it. And Hunter Biden is a literal crackhead. He's the biggest piece of shit.
Literal crackhead.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, but he's kind of. I kind of like how he looks though. Is the only thing. I feel like he's got like. Like, besides everything else, like, I feel like he looks like...
See if you say that after looking up his teeth before he got veneers.
Oh, seriously?
Look up his crackhead teeth. Hunter Biden
his crackhead teeth?
Dude, yeah. Well, he's got fake teeth now, but look up his crackhead teeth before he got veneers. Oh, no. This is nasty, dude. And you're like, you want to talk about a good father? Not that you can control everything about your kids, but...
What?
Oh, no.
Oh, I don't like how he looks anymore, I gotta say.
Yeah. There's better.
That's such crackhead teeth. Why is it only the top?
I don't know, dude. It's weird when your teeth
Do you
get,
just
I've never done crack
like
before.
Do you just crack the top?
Dude, crack must be so good.
That's what they say in Always Sunny. We were talking about that a minute ago.
Look at this picture.
Oh, he's asleep
He's
with
asleep
the crack.
with a crack pipe in his mouth.
Yeah, and did y'all watch the interview? Him say, I used to snort Parmesan cheese off the carpet in hopes that it might be crack in there. Dude, he's the biggest piece of shit imaginable. Everything they said bad. And, like, I don't even really like Trump. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to play the games here, but everything bad that they said, they're like, oh, fucking Don Jr.'s doing cocaine. It's like, dude, it's not an insult when Hunter Biden is a legitimate, actual, proven fact crackhead. Like, whoremonger, crackhead.
You saw the teeth.
Like, won't acknowledge his... Yeah, see, dude, I'm telling you, dude. I told you.
Hunter Biden says he smoked more Parmesan cheese than anyone you know.
Okay, smoked it. I thought he said snorted it. But regardless, dude, that's bad.
In depths of crack addiction.
And you know what? That's Joe Biden's smartest person he knows.
Whatever was there?
Yeah. I spent more time on my hands and knees picking through rugs, smoking anything that even remotely resembled crack cocaine. I probably smoked more
absolutely
Parmesan
shameless
cheese than anyone that you know, I'm sure.
Dude, it's a casual joke, dude. What? It's a casual joke. I smoked.
But I feel like that's what he's trying to do, right? He's trying to play like the victim, right? So he's like, oh yeah, man, I was like,
he's trying to get
I was on the
ground.
There's no way.
I was on the ground trying to pick through the carpet. No, this dude can afford.
This is the
top shelf crack.
This is the party of the people who want to accuse people of having white privilege because of shit like this, and then they vote for the guy.
Yeah,
it's like, hey, most of the people. that you're accusing of white privilege worked pretty hard. And then you have this piece of shit who grew up the son of a senator, easiest ride of his whole life.
Yeah.
His older brother sadly died of cancer, but served the country in the military. And this dude, what did he do? Fathered an illegitimate child he won't acknowledge, smoked Parmesan cheese, hoping it was crack cocaine, and then extorted foreign nationals in Ukraine and China for millions of dollars.
Yeah.
So
also, they use the dead son as such a crutch.
I know. Well, and it's
like
keep saying he died. It is sad. Did you ever see Dewey Cox, the movie Walk Hard? God damn, put that on the list too. Y'all make me feel old as shit. Yeah, there's one scene. All right, we'll get into this. This will be podcast the redux of this one.
Okay, we got a lot of movies to watch.
I'm gonna put you on the task on these movies.
The cat just opened the door all the way.
I'm gonna go pee real fast.
You're gonna pee?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, but I was just saying this today on the boat. I was like, we currently live in a time where Twitter is conservative,
which is weird,
and the Democrats want war.
It's
like all shifted in the past like couple years.
And the free speech argument's really weird because they're saying Republicans want books banned and liberals want people silenced for free speech.
Yeah.
But that was weird because I was off Twitter for all of the like the vaccine debate.
I was too,
and I was. That was one where it was a weird situation because no one knew what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
And I'm naturally a skeptic of anything government.
Yeah.
Anything that they're pushing. And the weird thing is, I think Trump won because he started talking about fake news and shit.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, Trump coined that. I'm like, dude, I thought the news was shit for years. And I think he just kind of capitalized on that.
Yeah, he took all the people who were thinking that in the back of their mind were like, yeah, see, I'm not crazy for thinking that.
Yeah. And they're like, all right, fuck yeah. This is what I've been thinking for years. But I don't know. I missed all that. But they anybody who was saying anything against like the mainstream narrative on the vaccine, there were silence, and a lot of those were Republicans. And then they were saying like, oh well, Republicans are the anti-free speech because they want to ban books about child pornography in schools. It's like, well, yeah, no shit, they do.
Yeah.
What?
It's so crazy. There's like
everything's flipped upside down.
I don't even know how to explain it. And then I've always been skeptical about like medicine and doctors and stuff.
Yeah.
Not as much as people I know, but
I am.
But I've always been like, I've never gotten like the flu shot.
I've never got the flu shot
because I'm like,
I never got.
One time I got the flu shot. I got the flu.
Yeah.
Dude, I never get the flu shot, and like every 4 years I'll be sick as a dog. For like 36 to 48 hours, and then I'll be fine.
And you're fine.
But it's like there's a day there where I'm like, I'm gonna die.
But
then it's like I always end up fine, but it's brutal. But I've never got the flu shot. I never got the COVID shot, and it was just a weird thing when everyone's like. But then I saw like I don't know if y'all remember this, but I was watching the COVID news, and I was like, this is fucking blown out of proportion.
Yeah.
And then they canceled the rodeo in Houston.
Oh,
what the
that's
fuck?
Yeah.
They canceled the rodeo, and then they're like, you can't go to restaurants. And I was like, this is fucking out of control.
Yeah.
And then like Tom Hanks got it, and then was fine. And I was like, all right, well, fuck if Tom Hanks got it, I'm obviously gonna be fine. So I'm not. And then they're like, all right, you need to get a shot though. And I was like, no, I
actually don't.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, like I'm fine actually.
When it first started, I remember I would go on to, we're in Wake County here, so I was going on the Wake County website, and it would tell you how many cases there were. And I would take the amount of cases and I would divide it by the population of Wake County.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like so low. And I was like, look, the number's scary. And I was telling people this, like, the number's scary, but the like, if you look at the percentages, I'm like, it's like 11 people died in Wake County, and everybody's thinking,
and they were
Wake
95
County,
years old.
Yeah, and they're like, I know all of Wake County. That's such a small area. I'm like, no, it's not. There's
11 people die in car accidents every day.
Yeah, and it's like 4,000 people died in Wake County today, and 11 of them is from COVID. Like, it's like people die all the time.
Might have been COVID.
Yeah.
Realistically, it was like a couple.
People were dying on like motorcycles, and they had COVID in them. They're like COVID death.
Yeah. There was I think the one proven case in Florida where the dude crashed into a tree on a motorcycle and they said COVID death, and they're like, well, you don't know if
and they're paid to do that. That's the thing, is the docs were paid to do it.
Yeah, every hospital that had a COVID death, they got a person like a certain amount of money.
It was just so backwards.
And I think I was looking at it, I can't remember. I mean, 25 is young, but I think they said there was like
like 0.06 of the people that died from COVID were under 25, and it was something. I mean, that's young age, but I think it was like 99 or higher. I think percentage-wise for people like it was like 70 or over. So it's like not that you need to be insensitive towards the elderly, but it's just like I don't think we need to take the pushes that we did for forcing the vaccine. They're trying to make it so I almost got fired. Dude, I took that shit job from Home Depot just because I almost got fired like 7 different times for not wearing a mask at Home Depot.
I did get fired because I wouldn't wear a mask. I wasn't wearing one.
When?
We stopped at Jersey Mike's.
No way.
So, okay, they told us we didn't have to wear the masks anymore, and I was like already about to be at my like turning point.
Mm-hmm.
And I oh my gosh, we had like a week where we didn't have to wear the masks.
Uh-huh.
And I was like...
And they switched
it
back?
I said to everybody, I'm never putting a mask back on here again. And then they switched it back, so I didn't put a mask back on. I worked my one shift, and I... Because I can't... It wasn't even about all the stuff I thought about masks. Whatever.
Yeah.
Put that to the side.
Yeah.
I can't
fact that
talk
they're
to
pointless.
people.
Yeah.
People can't see me smiling. I can't do customer service at all.
Yeah.
I can't calm people down. I
Yeah.
can't do my job. And I can't hear anybody. And we got a giant piece of plastic between them and us. And I'm like, I'm not putting this shit back on. And I text in the group chat, I am unavailable until we don't need to wear masks again. And I sent in like a quote from Benjamin Franklin or something. It was like... It was like
about the Constitution.
It was like you take those who trade a small amount of their freedom for security deserve none and will get neither, or something like that. And I sent that in, and I got kicked out of the group chat for that. And I got
what?
And then I never heard from him again.
Hey, know what's going on?
I never worked again.
Free.
Damn, that was
That's
thunder.
Benjamin Franklin right there.
That was it. That's like a sound effect.
That was holy.
I never heard from him again.
By the way, we just heard like the loudest thunderclap.
That was
kind of awesome though. That was kind of patriotic.
That was. I'm getting like all.
How about the people who are still wearing masks?
That dude.
How about them?
Strange because
don't you want to just punch him in the face?
Well, they've already come out with all the stuff about how it. Oh, actually, it never even worked anyway.
It never worked, and it's probably worse for you than if you don't. Dude, it is worse for you.
That's what Fauci,
people are getting bacterial infections in their lungs.
That's what Fauci said in the beginning.
Yeah.
The first week, he said there's no reason to wear a
You
mask.
can go back
and
to...
then like a week later, he's like, oh yeah, we need to mask up. And then that was when he was at the baseball game not fucking wearing it.
He invested in masks.
And then you can go back to the 80s
a piece of
when
shit.
Fauci was killing thousands during the AIDS epidemic. They were pumping them through this medicine that was killing them.
Dude, no one from New York should ever be head of the CDC.
No one from
the
New
CDC
York should ever do anything.
should be disbanded.
Yeah.
Fuck New York, dude. New York's a dump.
Yeah, and there's too many echo chambers in New York. You gotta. The leaders should be like homegrown corn boys from Oklahoma or something.
Dude, any branch of the federal government that is called, and it's not a branch, by the way, any department that's part of the federal government that is a 2 or 3 letter acronym could go away, and we would just pay less taxes. Nothing else would change.
Nothing else would change. Yeah, government shutdown. It's like, all right, some federal employees lose their salary. That sucks, but it's like, learn to code. Get a fucking real job.
Yeah.
MyComputerCareer.com.
Yeah, whatever you need to do. You know, physical labor is still a necessity in this country.
Take away the EPA. Are the waterways going to get polluted? No. The fishermen make their money off of it, and they will they will lobby for it always happens. The people who are making the biggest difference are the people fishing because they're trying to get their fish. It's like capitalism takes care of a lot of this stuff.
It does. It 100% does. We don't need the overarching umbrella.
The EPA is just like banning certain
as big as
plastics.
It is.
No.
Yeah.
It's over almost the entire country.
And if you want to talk technically, they're unconstitutional. Every single
100%.
Every single department that
the
has some
FBI,
super unconstitutional.
The CIA.
We already talked about the FBI, dude.
Yeah,
Useless.
we did.
Yeah,
useless.
Yeah, we said in the card 10 people could manage the major cases.
Dude, us 3
with the resources they had, could do a better job than the entire bureau.
Yep.
It's like, hey, this dude in Florida says he's gonna shoot up a nightclub. All right, well, let's go get him.
Yeah.
Or do you want to wait and see for it to happen first, so we can do our job and investigate, or should we stop it? They're like, oh, well, if we stop it, we don't really have anything to investigate, and that's our job.
Yeah.
So then we're kind of fucked. So let's just let it happen.
And all we gotta say is like, hey, bro, we saw you said you were gonna shoot up a nightclub.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
Are you gonna?
Oh, your father's a terrorist and an FBI informant, and you're posting about what you're gonna do, and you have all this weaponry.
Here's exactly what I'm gonna do when I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
Here's my and I'm publicly sharing my location.
Dude, I'm telling y'all, y'all gotta watch Boondock
He's got a
Saints. Y'all love
Twitch,
that movie.
and I'm gonna stream it live on Twitch. Follow me at
Yodi fan.
Yeah.
There's like all those killings that happen on Facebook Live or Periscope or whatever. Remember Periscope?
And also, hey, the FBI investigated the Vegas shooting. We never found out anything about it.
Yeah.
They framed his brother for they said some ungodly amount of child porn on an 80-year-old computer, and that couldn't have possibly had that. And they're like, yeah, we got him locked up. He said he was on
we
camera.
got him.
He said he was on camera saying none of this makes sense, and they're like, oh yeah, he was arrested for something crazy.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Same thing with the Nashville shooting at the school. They never released the trans manifesto. It's like, it seems
that was the one where the trans person shot up the Christian school or something.
Yeah, and he killed a couple of people, but the cops fucking lit him up or her up or whatever. And that video is on the internet, and it's like textbook how to deal with the shooter. And in Texas, they were promoting all this shit. They're like, oh, there's this fucking liberal rag in Texas called Texas Tribune, and they're defending the Uvalde cops for not going in and stopping that school shooting. And then they're like, oh, well, what could they have done? The dude had an AR-15, and then a week after that, they showed these Nashville cops just body cam, video cam, vest cam of all of them, just push, 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 and they just and then they just lit this dude up, and it was, a tragic event, but the way that the cops handled it was fucking amazing.
That's tactical.
Yeah.
That's how you have to handle it. I watched a video of a cop. It was like the dash cam where it films him. Oh, that's the beer. Well, how'd she miss it? It's awesome.
She's a cat.
Agile.
But it's like there's the video is filming him, and it's filming out the front of his car.
Uh-huh.
And there's a second person in the car that he's pursuing that starts shooting. He freaking takes his AR out and he shoots
through the windshield.
And while he's driving. No hearing protection or anything. So it's how loud an AR would be in the car. Cool. And he takes the guy down, and then backup comes. That's
kinda bad to the bone.
That's what you signed up for. That's what you got to do.
Yeah.
And it's not safe. And that's what you got to do.
That's what you sign up for.
Yeah, you sign up for a job that's not safe.
Well, some of the people in the Navy are signing up to be drag queens now.
Are you serious? No.
Hey, see if you can pull up real quick. See if you can pull up 360 tactical training on here. I'm just curious if they're still doing it. This is a company I used to work for. We did a lot of home defense, active shooter training, and it was fucking cool as shit, dude. I usually had to play the bad guy, which would just mean I just got lit up. But
yeah, it's
shit, they're still doing it. Shoot the thrill. I put that on there.
You did?
Yeah, I put that on there. Go to courses. Let me see what they got on here on active shooter. We'll see if I'm still up on here. Oh fuck, I don't know if I am. Click specialty real quick. We did civilian and corporate active shooter training. I'll go back real quick. Go down a little bit. That's me.
That's you right there?
That's me.
Hell yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, dude. We did, and it was cool as shit, dude. We did a lot of these big chemical companies. They had emergency response teams. They paid for active shooter training, and they were good, dude. It was old guys, but they could fucking run and gun. And we did it with Texas DPS officers, and the guys that we trained for years were showing them up, dude.
Yeah.
And we were shooting. We did. You had Glock 19s and ARs.
Okay.
ARs, you switch out the bolt carrier. Glock 19s, you swap the slide. It shoots these little plastic paint rounds, but it sounds and looks and feels real. But it's just you shoot plastic paint pellets, and these fucking DPS officers freaked out. As soon as they got shot out, they were scared to death. And it was fucking wild seeing them to react versus the guys who we train with. And obviously, there's no real danger. But seeing the difference in reaction, just in the training,
they were just scared.
Yeah, dude.
What
like,
the heck?
Like ducking under shit, cowering.
Yeah.
It was fucking wild, dude. But
well, yeah, because you're in that moment and you're realizing the thing is if you're in any kind of profession where you might get into that situation and you realize you're in exactly that situation, you're scared of the potential just as much as you are of what you're in.
Yeah,
it's like they're thinking like, this is what it would be like. I don't even know what to do.
Yeah,
like that's
yeah, and that's what it was like. And I think it's weird because people always say, "Oh, it's hard to know what you'd be like until you're actually in it."
Yeah,
and that's true, obviously, to a point. But there's certain points where, like, and not that, like, I don't know if you're like paintball or whatever, but there's shit where paintball you get adrenaline and you're going. And it's you kind of have an idea how you would react. Like if you're fucking scared to death and you like hide, that's how you would react. But if you're like gonna jump into shit and get hit or fucking shoot. And I can't, again, I've never been in the military situation, the cop situation, but we did this training. It was fun to see how people reacted and how you would react to it. But I was just curious if that was still up because they did a lot of active shooter training, and we like kind of wrote the book on some of the stuff for how to deal with like active shooter in a corporate situation.
Oh,
and it was cool as shit though. Like
because you got like walls
guns and vehicles
and
was what reminded me of that because we were shooting through fucking cars, dude. Every month we were buying a junk car and shooting the fuck out of it.
Oh, that's cool.
So for reference, if you're ever in a gunfight near a car, don't hide behind a fucking door panel.
It's just the engine,
you will get
right?
lit up. Yeah, wheel well and engine block. Otherwise, you're getting lit up.
Yeah.
In the movies, they're hiding behind doors.
Yeah, and
open door
it goes right through.
No, you're getting.
Yeah, they open the door and hide right behind a door panel. The door panel's that freaking thick. You can touch your thumb to a door panel and dent the door.
Yeah, it's not gonna stop a bullet. You're getting fucked.
And then the inside is just a thin piece of plastic.
That in movies,
yeah,
too.
they open the door and hide behind it. That is funny.
I wonder if they have this. Let me see. This is we had Selena Garza marketing. She was.
Welcome to 360 Tactical.
Here, I'm gonna put on my recording software.
Welcome to 360 Tactical Training. Can't do such a
Welcome to 360 Tactical Trainings, Guns and Vehicles.
It'd be crazy to be in a situation where you had to shoot through your windshield.
Dude, fucking streets of Houston, you might.
A lot more steel structures in this zone, and this zone right here. This is the skeleton.
That's cool.
This is a fun job, dude. I took this job as like a social media marketing dude initially, and then ended up managing that company like within a couple of years. Just like had no background, no military background,
That's
no law enforcement background. Just oh yeah, I went to UT and partied for 5 years.
That's a one-day flight.
That is cool.
That is cool. I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, I know a lot of people, kind of myself included, that feel like arming yourself, you know, is the step people take. But so many people don't do enough
no, nobody does.
The real step is the training, not the arming. And the arming is the easy part.
Yeah. But I think people just look at gun ownership as a right, and I think that's the biggest problem with all of the Second Amendment views is that it's treated as a right or a privilege, and it needs to be treated as a civic duty.
Yeah,
like a responsibility.
Yeah.
Like if we had more fucking good dudes carrying guns, I used to. I barely do it anymore, but I used to carry every day when I go to the movies, in the mall, or a restaurant. I used to carry all the time. Now I fucking barely ever do. But if we had more good dudes, it's not hard to. But if you just carried all the time, anytime shit popped off, like there was that one mall shooting. God, dude, I can't remember the name of the one, but they made like a fucking shooting drill out of it.
Yeah, the dude freaking stood up and took him out from across the food court,
50 yards. Yeah, dude, something crazy. I think he had like 6 out of 8 hits on this.
Yeah,
it was like unbelievable.
Dude,
and I think the dude had an AR too. Yeah, and he just fucking smoked him like before he killed anyone.
And the best part was the dude carrying was not white. He was like Indian or something. So it was like,
so he was using math.
Smart. He's calculating.
Yeah, very smart, and also just very well trained or talented or lucky or what the fuck ever. But the point is, right place at the right time, and just smoked that dude.
There's the church one too, where the only casualty was the shooter.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Some dude came into a church, like blew in with a gun, and like I don't know what he did, but he didn't get a chance to do much because some old dude stood up in the pew.
Yeah.
Fired. It was like one shot, one hit.
Yeah.
And the
It's
old
just
guy,
dude, like 1911.
Yeah,
Just like 2 world wars.
And he was also a firearms trainer. He was also a trainer.
Yeah, he was like an NRA. I think
yeah,
he was an NRA, dude. I remember that.
Yeah, he was certified to like teach people and all this stuff. He runs classes and stuff. He just stood up, boom, boom. I think it was like boom, 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 like the chest head or something like that, and it was like done for the dude. And like he didn't. The other dude, there was one casualty, and it was the guy who came in as a shooter.
Yeah.
And it's that kind of stuff that's like, and then no one hears about it.
Yeah, they never make the news.
They don't. Yeah.
But that's, I don't know. And it sucks that we live in that kind of world where you should feel like you need to.
Yeah.
But again, I don't ever.
I don't.
When I was doing this, dude, I shot every week and I carried everywhere. But now I usually don't.
I mean,
I don't really go as much. I don't go out as much either.
I'm legal to. I don't like to because there's so much liability.
In Texas, dude, you could just do it. No rules anymore. I never had, dude. The crazy thing is, the whole time I worked at this company, I never had a license. I just did it.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I never had a license.
Yeah.
It was like $150 in like a 2-day class. It's like whatever's concealed, no one's gonna know.
Yeah.
If you have to use it,
then you could say
like,
it was
all right, all right, would you rather I didn't have it?
Yeah.
What? On the rare chance, I carried everywhere, dude. Now you don't need a license in Texas, though.
That's nice.
Which is a little, and it is because you see the videos of like the dumb people doing it, and it's just like
you don't need a license for open carry in North Carolina.
You don't need a license for fucking anything in Texas.
Really?
Yeah, nothing. But we had an incident. I was at my HOA meeting. Some fucking dude was walking around with an AK in our neighborhood.
What?
Yeah, and it wasn't like we got some like. I live in a pretty nice neighborhood. It's like in between some rough spots, like all of Houston. But he was just like some fucking like little piece of shit. Then you're like, dude, why are you doing this? He's like trying to provoke cops to get arrested under false pretenses.
That
and
crap
it's just like,
pisses me off.
Fuck you, dude. What? He's walking around with an AK and a mask on.
Oh, what?
And they stopped him for like potential menacing, and they're like, "Let me see your ID." And he's like, I'm not breaking the law. And I'm like, it's like, yeah, but what are you doing?
Like, why are you?
Do you have any purpose in your fucking whole life, dude? Or are you just trying to start shit?
I hate those videos. I watch those and I was like, I'll watch them because they make me mad. You know, like the videos where people are just like walking around doing something annoying on purpose just to get an interaction with a cop, and then they're like, and oftentimes the cop's like, come on, can you just come out here? Like, step out of the business or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I want to, like, let's talk. What are you doing? And the guy's like, let me get your name and badge number.
Yeah.
And let me, what did I do? And under this law, I'm not supposed. And he's like, dude, just come out here. Like, the business is getting, like, disturbed. Let's just come out here and talk. Like, I don't need anything from you. Just, like, the cops are being so reasonable. And these dudes are like, you cops are pigs.
Yeah, it's almost like a new trend.
It is. And the cool thing is, almost all those videos I've seen, the cops are like being so reasonable and so like patience beyond that of like the normal man, and they're just like the guy's being just an absolute dickhead, and it's just proving them wrong. Like they upload it. They upload it.
Yeah. I need your badge number. Where's your supervisor?
Yeah. Let me get your captain out here or whatever. Your sergeant.
Yeah, it's gay.
It's gay
at the end of the day.
Anyways, you gotta watch some movies.
I got a whole list now. I'm gonna download them all and I'm gonna put them on a flash drive.
Nice.
And then we'll just go through them.
You got to.
Whenever you're back here again.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, when I'm back next time, we'll have to do part 2.
Review of the movies.
Yeah, movie review, barbecue review.
Yeah.
Maybe cigar review.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dang,
just man stuff, you know?
Yeah, just fucking good old-fashioned dude stuff.
Yeah.
Glock 19 review.
Dude, oh, God, that was the thing. Dude, when I was working for that company, too, I had guns, and I was, like, trading them and upgrading, doing cool shit.
Yeah.
Now I have one AR, one pistol, one shotgun, and that's it. And I used to have cool shit. I do have body armor in my trunk, though, which is
that's kind of cool.
Not that it's, like, ever going to come in handy, but just in case, I'm like,
All right, I took it. I was like,
plus, like in your trunk, you got to get out and put it on.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, like, hold on. Wait a second.
Wait.
Let me slap this on real fast.
Time out.
Truce.
Hold up. Roll it up.
Okay, go ahead.
It's just fun to have.
We were looking up those planes that have those crazy guns on them. That you
the
get,
warthogs.
Like, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That you get like
the 50 mil.
The A10.
You hear the cracks of the bullets hitting the ground.
Yeah.
While you're like you see it, the bullets hitting something
Those
like
are
a tree.
The pink mist guns.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he's like, yeah, you're gone.
And then you hear like crack, and you hear, wow.
Yeah.
And it's just a, yeah, it's crazy.
Here you go.
And that makes like a pistol seem like nothing.
Oh, it is nothing, dude.
Yeah.
50 Cent got shot 9 times. One like you get shot in the arm and your body explodes from those, dude. It's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Dude, one of my best friends, he joined the Marines like early 20s. Wanted to go to Afghanistan. Wanted to go to Iraq. Never sent him.
Yeah.
He was like South Korea for a little bit. And it's like, all right, this fucking sucks. And then he got into private contracting. Ended up defending an airport like near the end of the withdrawal from Afghanistan.
Oh,
it was just like,
no.
he's like, dude, it was fucking nuts. He's like, there's mercenaries from every country. He was like, these Eastern European dudes were fucking crazy. The Afghans were fucking crazy. And he's just like, yeah, dude, just put me on a fence and just manned it for a while. This was private citizen stuff.
Yeah.
Now he just lives in Montana. And he's trying to teach like night vision gun training classes.
Oh my god.
Can you imagine like getting into a real like armed situation like that where you've got all this training and you're pretty up to date on all that stuff, but all of a sudden like you lose, like you don't have really good communication, you don't know what's going on, you don't even really know who's who. You're like just you're like firing at who you pretty sure is like who you're supposed to fire at, and like,
dude, it's
got to be a free for all basically.
Have y'all heard of Matt Best or Tim Kennedy? Either one.
I know
of those
Tim
dudes?
Kennedy.
Tim Kennedy his book was good. That's actually the last book I read.
Okay.
And I read that on audiobook, and he was like sounding it out, dude. He sounded like, I feel bad. He seems like a cool dude, but he sounded like he was sounding out his own book, like a word at a time. So it's like a rough reading it. But he's super
like,
cool, and the book was unbelievable. But yeah, like kind of the stereotypical like meathead. He was like an MMA fighter too.
Yeah.
And he's a cool as shit
Taking
guy.
some hits to the head.
Yeah, he's a cool
Can't
as shit.
read.
Yeah, dude, he talks about like fighting like Chuck Liddell, like how he just toughened up like early on. He was like a punching bag for Chuck Liddell, and it's fucking wild. But the book is really good, so I recommend that one for sure. But
what's the book called?
Scars and Stripes.
Okay.
Or fuck, dude, maybe it's Thank You for My Service. Tim Kennedy and Matt Best both wrote books. They're I recommend both of them. But Matt Best was talking about, dude, like in the service, he's like, dudes who were better than me got killed because it was just like we were breaching a room or breaching a house, and they went left and I went right, and they got killed. And he was like, it was literally that, and it was fucking brutal. Because he was like acknowledging, it's like it wasn't like a training thing or a skill thing.
Yeah.
It was just like a fucking chance thing. And like what you're saying about in the gunfight, you're just like, fuck, dude.
Yeah.
It's just like you hope your reactions, your instincts are good enough, because there's not really much else.
No.
But that's so bad.
I gotta pee.
I know. Chance.
I was just peeing and I was thinking about how a lot of our audience are the foot fetish people. And I was thinking about how we're recommending like self-help books, and we're talking about like we're talking through some stuff, and I was like, what if there's some like news headlines in like a couple weeks or even years, and it's like just like breaking news. We found a strong correlation between foot fetish and like highly successful people. It's like
we're creating highly successful foot fetish people.
Yeah.
It's just a little bump.
Oh my gosh.
Billionaire.
Strong correlation.
Yeah.
First foot fetish billionaire. Because we recommended Rich Dad, Poor Dad to them.
Dude, freaking Bezos for sure has a foot fetish.
Yeah. What's the
What's the director I'm thinking of?
Steven Spielberg?
No, the foot fetish guy.
Quentin Tarantino?
Quentin Tarantino, yeah.
He's got a foot fetish.
Dude, well, I mean, what did they do? Have y'all seen...
I mean, look at
don't
him,
get me
dude.
started on movies. From Dusk Till Dawn, have y'all seen that?
No.
I've seen Quentin Tarantino. I've seen Kill Bill. I've seen Pulp Fiction. I've seen...
All right, good ones. But have you seen From Dusk Till Dawn?
No.
He wrote a scene for himself to have tequila poured down Selma Hayek's leg, off her foot, off her toes, into his mouth, and he wrote it for himself.
He also wrote himself to say the N-word 75 times.
Yeah, that's pretty fun.
He writes himself to do whatever he wants and then puts it out there. It's kind of like...
But he's good, though.
Selma Hayek is hot, too.
Did y'all watch Once Upon a Time in Hollywood?
Not yet.
No.
It's on the list.
Oh, that's got to be on the list, too. I watched that in theaters and was like, honestly, dude, I was kind of bored. It was kind of long. But then after it, I watched it again. I was like, every time I watch it...
Is that the one that has the Titanic guy on it?
Leonardo?
Leo. Yeah, Leo and Brad Pitt is pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't like it. The first time I was kind of bored of it, but it kind of grows on you. And there's just some... it's just one of those ones where you watch at home, you can fast forward through a couple scenes and just shorten it because it's long. But if you shorten it to like a 90-minute movie, it's fucking awesome.
Really? You just fast forward through the boring scenes?
It's just, Leo's just like this fucking hilarious, like washed up actor, like alcoholic who hates hippies and like screaming at him. And then he like ends up like, I don't know. You got to watch. I don't want to ruin anything.
Dude.
It's worth watching.
Leo is the craziest person because I feel like he'd be insufferable in real life.
Oh,
and
yeah,
he's like,
absolutely.
He only ever dates like 17-year-old girls.
Yeah.
But he's one of the best actors of all time.
Yeah.
Like Wolf of Wall Street is one of my favorite movies ever.
The Departed. Have y'all seen the... Have y'all not seen The Departed?
No.
Dude, I watched
I
watched like the same 5 movies over and over again.
What are they? All right, we got to start talking. All right, hold on. Put Departed on the list. For
Okay.
the love of God, dude. The Departed is Jack Nicholson, Leo, Matt Damon, fucking
No
Alec
way.
Baldwin, Mark
There's all
Wahlberg.
these big movies I don't know about.
Dude, The Departed is fucking good. That's one you have to see soon because that was amazing.
Okay, it's on the list.
All
I
right,
got
put it on the list.
I got The Departed, Dewey Cox,
Dewey Cox is
High
dumb.
Fidelity,
That could be made to the list, but it's
Boondock Saints, Snatch, The Nice Guys.
The Nice Guys. All right.
And Tim Kennedy's book, Scars and Stripes.
Scars and Stripes, yeah. Put as far as that list goes, I would put Dewey Cox towards the end and High Fidelity towards the end.
They are at the end.
Okay,
well,
good.
let me
All
put The Departed in front of them.
The Departed's got to be top. Have y'all seen The Town?
No.
Damn it, dude. The Town is fucking amazing.
I feel like this pod's cool because I'm getting like all these. I hate looking for movies to watch.
I didn't mean to turn this into a movie review pod, but it might have to.
No, we've done that before. We reviewed a really popular film.
Y'all want any of this? Are y'all also drinking Miller lattes, or y'all want some tequila?
You're drinking tequila right now?
Yeah, dude.
Kind of awesome. I might have some after my Miller latte.
All right, good.
Just like maybe not that much though. You're drinking out of a wine glass. It's kind of baller.
I don't know where this was from the RV, dude. I don't like drinking out of the bottle. Carly backwashes my bottles. I gotta drink it out of glass.
Oh, she freaking backwashes.
You gotta drink
her
it out of
bottles.
glass.
Yeah,
I
or
started-
something.
Ever since the pandemic, dude, I used to drink like garbage bourbon that my dad drank because we just grew up drinking Ezra Brooks.
Yeah.
But ever since the pandemic, I've been trying to drink good stuff, and this is good stuff.
That's not bourbon.
This is sponsored by Tequila Ocho.
Have you had Weller?
Oh yeah, I got Weller. I got Buffalo Trace. I got Eagle Rare for the first time.
I haven't had Eagle Rare yet. These are all Buffalo Trace brands.
I think so.
Yeah,
I don't know if
Eagle Rare is and Weller is.
I knew Eagle Rare was. I thought Weller was.
I bought Weller at the Buffalo Trace distillery.
Okay,
That's
all right,
where I
well,
got
there
it.
you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't get the black label. I got the green label, so it's not
Yeah.
like the super nice stuff.
Whatever, dude.
I don't know much about it. I just my boss is like super into it, so he knows all the bourbons, and
I started a fucking cocktail Instagram page ever since the pandemic because I was like trying to drink less.
Yeah.
So I was like,
I think I follow your cocktail
do you?
page.
Oh,
I think that's your
yeah.
only page, isn't it? Or you have a regular page?
No, my regular page got deleted. Instagram kicked me off.
Are you
You're getting
serious?
kicked off of
You're
all the
getting
social
kicked off of
media?
everything?
I'm telling you, dude, it's brutal. Censorship is real.
Dude,
If you don't follow the rules and
it's like Ben's Cocktails.
yeah, that's
Yeah, I follow it.
okay. Nice. Nice.
Yeah, he was posting like some amazing looking cocktails.
good
Like it looks
drinks,
like.
dude.
Did you ever work at a bar?
I worked at a country club, and I worked at the bar occasionally. I mostly worked like the pool kitchen and like I worked like the cart girls, but we didn't really. I bartended like a couple times. Most of the time I was just like serving.
No, the first time I ever met you made some crazy. I mean, I think it was a pretty simple drink, but it was really good.
Oh, nice.
I don't remember what it was. It might have been like even like a Moscow Mule or something. It was like simple.
Was that at Loretta's in Magnolia?
Yeah.
Okay, all right, yeah. That's fun. All right, cool.
Yeah, do you remember that we came up for like a while? That was during COVID. So I was doing classes on my laptop in Texas. Like,
oh shit.
I was in school.
Dude, we were like, during COVID, that was when I was doing that. I was like, I can't milk this unemployment. And me and Carly were just like partying. Like, she was opening the studio.
Yeah.
I was just fucking around helping out there. Like, I was like sweating at my ass off, like pretending I knew how to like wire shit in the roof. And we were just running and drinking and partying and like opening her business. And I was doing nothing half the time.
Her business is cool.
Yeah.
I don't understand how it works though.
Painting with a twist?
Yeah.
Dude, it's fun as fuck, dude. You just
No. I've been to the actual business. I understand how like as a customer it works. I'm saying
how they franchise it out or what?
How do they franchise it?
Well, the website, the art library, I've had problems with them too. I'm like, why the fuck are you paying royalties on this shit?
Yeah.
Half the shit you painted.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's weird how franchising works because it's like some of them are really good and successful, and some of them I'm just like, this sounds like a fucking scam. But it's like the business model is pretty cool. The pricing is cool. The website's cool. They have a whole art library. They're doing new stuff. They have it's kind of honestly brand reputation.
Yeah.
Not that that's super well known because a lot of people who've been there don't pay attention to that.
Well, so who owns the property?
They do. Well, they rent it. It's a property manager owns like the strip center, and they just have a lease for it. So it's not their building, but they have a lease, like 7-year lease or whatever.
So Painting with a Twist has a lease.
No, the Carly and her mom and her stepdad
they have the lease.
They have the LLC that owns the lease. So they have
okay.
the LLC that owns it.
So they own it through a corporation and
put through LLC, and then they
but the name Painting with a Twist is owned by Painting with a Twist.
Yeah, and their company, their LLC is Carver LLC. That's who pays the artist, and they pay royalties to Painting with a Twist. It's more complicated than it needs to be.
And she's W-2 somehow?
Now she is, dude. It used to be.
To who?
To Carver LLC.
Oh, she's W-2 to her own corporation?
Yeah. Because dude was a fucking nightmare paying taxes on it before, dude. It was.
Well, then.
It was a huge hassle.
That's interesting. So she pays herself W-2 out of the corporation, and the corporation keeps the money and pays taxes as well.
Yeah, dude.
That's what I do.
The problem is the IRS fucking sucks, dude.
But the thing is, there's ways to do it right.
Yeah.
You just got to figure those out.
Well, yeah, there's ways to maximize.
Or like not do it perfect, but there's ways to do it way better or really wrong. Like you were saying, she got screwed, right?
It could save you a lot of money, or it could send you to prison.
Yeah. No, there's ways to steal, but there's also ways to like.
No, and we kind of figured it out, and I was asking, I was like, why the fuck are you getting her payments were technically company disbursements, and I was like, why the fuck are they paying like that? And then I ended up, it was not a fight I was trying to pick with in-laws, but I was like, why the fuck are you getting paid like this? Because it's fucking us over every year. And I should have paid more attention to it before, but I never did because we never filed taxes together before we got married. So we weren't in each other's business that much. But yeah, I was like, why the fuck are you getting paid like this? And I ended up talking to her parents, and they're like, oh, well, some dude told us that's how you should do it. Like, what the fuck? And I guess there's certain ways, like if me and Carly were making enough money to have enough write-offs, it would have been beneficial, but we weren't. Neither of us were, so it just fucked us over an extra 13% of taxes every year. So we're like, all right, well, let's just switch it over.
It's crazy. Yeah, that's the thing.
So we don't have to
You're
worry
always
about it.
working for the government. It's just how much are you working for them?
Well, dude, we bought the house, dude. I just thought our fucking property taxes were included in the escrow and all the other shit. And then January rolled around, they're like, it wasn't much, but it was like you owe $500 or whatever it was for the HOA dues. Sorry, not property tax.
Property tags are in it. HOA dues were not. I
Yeah.
thought they were.
Yeah.
So they're like, you owe 500 at HOA. I was like, for
500?
fucking what?
Yeah.
Don't get me started on the HOA. You know, we have a neighborhood pool, super nice pool. Neighbors are pretty
Okay.
nice. You know what the pool hours are? 22 and a half hours a week the pool's open.
What?
Oh.
22, 4 to 8:30, 4 days a week.
What?
That's what the pool's, the neighborhood pool. And I was throwing a fucking fit, and I was trying to be nice and respectful, but I was like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, you got to get some. You got to get some like.
I was like, can we not just have Adult Swim for like the morning hours?
Mhm.
It's badge entry only. There's access control. There's not a big deal.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm still
Who's
fighting.
in charge of all that?
some nice old ladies. Some nice old ladies who are I'm give benefit of the doubt trying their best, but I'm like, what the fuck? And I was talking to this old dude, Cleotrus or something. This nice old dude I was sitting next to. Dude, every time I go to the HOA meeting, there's 3 people there. It's me and 2 other people, and he's super nice, and he was trying to help me out, but I'm like, we don't need fucking lifeguards. We don't need all this shit. We just need to have the pool open.
Yeah.
It's dumb, dude. HOAs are dumb. It's the dumbest people you have trying to fix the dumbest problems in the neighborhood. And it's just like a massive waste of time. They're like, yeah, well, we just hope you keep coming back to meetings. And last time, me and Carly were doing nothing and just like cooking dinner. And I was like, the HOA meetings tonight. You want to go? And I was like, I really don't. It's just going to be a huge fucking waste of time. I went to the last one and I asked them about the pool hours. And all they did was fucking make them worse than I asked for.
Are you
dude.
Serious?
Yes, I'm dead serious. It was like it was
that
supposed to
would
be
bother me to no end.
It was originally like 2 to 9 Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then they changed it from 2 to 9 to like 4 to 8:30, and then just added Wednesday. And I'm like, yeah, but you changed it from 2 to fucking 4.
Yeah.
And I was like, me and Carly want to go at like noon when no one will be there when the sun's out.
Yeah.
It's fucking dumb, dude. That's so weird.
That is so stupid.
Oh, that's why we moved away from the HOA.
I know.
Stupid crap like that.
And that's what we want. I mean, that's what we eventually want to do. But we were in the garage apartment. We want to get out of there. We wanted to get closer to the studio.
Yeah.
Like cut Carly's commute in half, my commute in half, and we're talking about having kids. So we're trying to figure that out. And then I don't know, but yeah, it's a dumb pool fight to pick a fight over. But other than that,
but it's about
nice.
to me it would be about it. I don't really care about the swimming, but I would still be so mad.
I know it's just like it's like a waste. Like
it's about the
principle.
Yeah, exactly.
I know it's dumb. Don't even get me started.
Tell me, I'm paying $500 a month or a year.
Yeah,
that's so much money a year.
I know it's dumb.
That's
dude.
more than like car insurance.
Yeah, it's dumb, dude. But don't even get me started,
dude. I'm not trying to get you all mad because it's pissing me off because it just.
I'm getting riled up.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude.
I'm just gonna spend the rest of the evening thinking about movies y'all need to watch.
Dude, that's fine. Because the thing is, I don't like picking movies because, like, I don't ever know. Reservoir Dogs, you seen that? I haven't seen that. Is it good?
Oh yeah, that's a classic. What else is on this list? Heat. Have y'all seen fucking Heat?
No.
Oh my god, dude.
I think I watched the
Heat with Pacino and De Niro and what the fuck is the other guy's name who can't talk anymore?
Oh, the guy from Top Gun?
Yeah. Kaczynski, Iceman. He can't talk anymore. They did a whole documentary about him. Can't remember his name.
Val Kilmer.
Yeah, Val Kilmer. Heat's fucking a classic, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But I get stuck trying to get Carly to watch movies too. 'Cause she didn't like watching.
Dude, I've got like low level whatever they want to call it, ADHD or whatever. I don't call it that. I call it just regular.
It's just prescribed to Adderall.
Yeah,
at one point,
which I don't want to take. I've never been prescribed to anything like that. I've never been like diagnosed with anything. I just feel like
Adderall's a crazy thing to take. Have you been prescribed to it?
No, I've never been prescribed.
Oh.
I've never taken it. I don't want to.
In college, I got prescribed to 120 milligrams of Adderall. No, that's not right. It was 4 tens a day, so it was 40 milligrams a day, and I was like, it was 120 pills, 120 10 mil pills a month, and I was like, are you fucking kidding me? Also with Klonopin and like something else. I was like, these people are fucking
They just
nuts.
throw drugs at everything.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit.
They'll spend like what? How long did it take them to diagnose you or whatever?
45 minutes.
That's insane.
Oh my god.
45
to give you
minutes,
meth
dude.
or not meth, but amphetamines.
Amphetamines.
After 45 minutes.
The generic literally says salt amphetamine tablet.
Yeah.
And I was like, and everyone I was talking to was like, dude, this is drugs. How'd you get this? And I was like, my doctor gave it to me. And I was like, what?
No, I've known people who I've never known anybody who's had like a real problem with Adderall, but everybody that I see, really?
Yeah, dude. We had my buddy and I had, dude, it's crazy. I have, between me and my brother, like grew up nice suburb neighborhood. Like, I mean, not like rich. I mean, some of our friends were rich, some of our friends were working class, but it's kind of like kind of that middle class average neighborhood.
Yeah.
And between me and my brother, from people we went to middle school or high school with, we've had 5 friends overdose on drugs.
Holy
and die
shit.
like early 20s. It's fucking crazy.
My younger brother's got a lot of like he's got some friends he's lost. But for some reason I just don't have any friends who have ever had real drug problems.
I haven't. I mean, all of my best friends were close and cool, and I have a couple friends who don't drink anymore for whatever reason or another. But my
I have friends that should stop drinking.
Yeah, I mean, I probably should stop drinking, but whatever. Yeah. But my junior year roommate, dude, had fucking Hodgkin's lymphoma, dropped out of school, had cancer, and me and him were just like hanging out, doing all the college stuff you do together. He found out he had cancer, beat it. 4 years later, died of an overdose.
Whoa.
I was like, what the fuck, dude? And my brothers had 2 of his best friends. None of them that were my age were that close, but I was just like, dude, it's fucking brutal. It's fucking dumb too, dude. And we always said
so
it.
Crazy.
It's like, I mean, we've done our fair share of partying, but at a certain point, it's like, all right, there's certain levels where it's dangerous.
Yeah.
If you're drinking and you're like smoking pot, whatever. But once you get into the other stuff, it's you don't know how it's gonna hit you, and especially if you're mixing with alcohol.
That stuff freaks me out. I mean, I got the craziest drug ever done probably is Oxy, and I took the prescribed dose I got after I got my wisdom teeth out, and so I took like 1 pill, and I took like maybe 3. I took 1 pill 3 times, 3 separate days.
Yeah.
Right. And I remember one day I was in so much pain. I was already taking Advil. I was like, I don't want to take any of this Oxy. It got fulfilled when I was still like all doped up, so I didn't even get to say no.
Yeah.
Like I just ended up with it. So and I took it, and I remember being like in so much pain. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna take one of these Oxys. And I was laying in bed. I remember the covers were over me. And I pretty much forgot about the pain. Like, I still feel it, but I didn't care.
Yeah. Dude,
and I felt like this warmth come up through my stomach. And it was like just like a blanket of pure comfort. I felt so comfortable. Like,
dude,
that's
so
why it's
dangerous, though.
But I didn't take the recreational dose.
Well, yeah, I know.
But that's what I'm saying.
But that's how it's weird. It's how it gets started.
You take 3 or 4 of those things,
you
would feel like you were like orgasming.
Well, between
but like of love orgasm.
I mean, obviously there's dangerous ones that aren't prescribed, but most of the people who, at least between me and my brother, that have died from it, they're not doing the crazy shit that's unprescribed. They're doing any mix, which granted you're not supposed to mix any of it with alcohol, but any mix of those in alcohol, but like Adderall, Klonopin, Xanax, Oxy, or Vicodin or
hydrocodone.
Yeah, hydrocodone. And then it's like that's the shit that all that initially I never heard of this shit until I got prescribed to it. And people are like, you got Adderall, dude, that's amazing.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, you just got it from my doctor, dude. You got Klonopin? What? I was like paying for that off the streets, and I was like, I didn't even know what the fuck that was. And it just made me chatty in class, and like I was like, fucking.
Yeah, my brother he got prescribed Adderall when he got like diagnosed, I guess either ADHD or ADD or something when he was younger, like middle school. And he started taking Adderall, and he was like, as a middle schooler, decided that was not for him.
I can't even imagine.
Like he's like, I don't want to take this. It makes me feel weird. I'm not eating. I feel like I'm not myself. I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
And he decided he's never going to take that shit again as a middle schooler. And they're giving it to like, I mean, all kinds of people like I swear they prescribe it to like 9-year-olds. They're giving them like, what is it? Like Ritalin or.
Well, it used to be. I don't think they do Ritalin anymore.
They don't?
I don't know. I feel like that was like my childhood.
I don't think they do Ritalin maybe it's anymore. Not Ritalin. What's the other one? Is it Vyvanse?
Vyvanse.
I had a
I think
friend
they
who did
phased Ritalin
Vyvanse
out in like the 90s.
Oh, seriously?
I don't know. I think it's like, because I think my friends were on Ritalin. I think now it's like Vyvanse or Adderall.
Adderall alternatives.
Could be wrong. Gus, you want to rail some Adderall right now?
Yeah.
I had a friend that would.
Right now.
I had a friend that would take the long release ones and crush them up and snort it.
Dude,
but he did it like so rarely, but it's still. I was like, dude, that's not.
I had a
that
buddy
can't be good.
that took this like the SAT prep and ended up like biking like 30 miles down the bayou. And was just like, yeah, dude, I just started biking. It was like, I mean, Houston to Katie's like a suburb, like it's like a 30-minute driveway. He's like, yeah, I just ended up out in Katie on my bike. And I was like, dude, are you drinking water? Do you pick you up?
Dude, I know some people just start jacking off all day. Like I know a lot of people just that like literally like they'll just start jacking off.
Those are the feet people.
Yeah, it is. Like they can't stop,
all day.
Dude.
That's our top. That's our top viewers.
That's like the thing. It's like they've got
thing.
like 75 tabs open, and it's been like 4 hours.
Oh my god!
I've heard that. Like
the next endurance event.
I'm taking Adderall, but I've heard that that's like a really common effect.
36-hour jack off.
Have y'all seen the? They're targeting like Viagra for young people now.
Seriously?
What?
Yeah, or like Blue Chews. Have you heard of Blue Chews?
Yes, I have.
Do you know what it is?
I've heard the ads. Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah, it's basically
Viagra for young people.
Exactly. Yeah.
I was like, fucking. Well, this is weird because they started doing Viagra commercials. And my dad was like, "What the fuck is wrong with these dudes that need Viagra?
Yeah.
Are they not real men?"
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh shit, Dad. Are you? I guess you're good."
I've heard.
But then they started doing this like for hymns and Blue Chew.
Yep. I've seen them. Like, I've heard that it is insane though.
Well, I've never tried it.
I have a friend who did. The same friend who's snorting the Adderall.
That sounds about right.
He found some kind of Viagra and he took it and he's like, dude, 4 hours pretty much. He's like, if anything even remotely like stimulating happens, you're like ready to go. He's like, and so like
you like brush up against the wall.
Yeah, and he's like,
it's
even
like
if it's like you're
just in my pants
song.
song.
It's like you're all the way done. You're done, and then like wind blows, you're ready to go again. He's like, it's like the most
lyrics from that song.
Yeah.
Open the window and the wind blows in. I just hit my pants.
I remember that song.
I don't know, dude. I had buddies on bachelor parties talking about that shit. I'm like, what is wrong with you that you need it?
I'm not interested in it at all.
I don't.
It's like,
bro, if you're not good to go,
it makes me feel bad about myself.
Reconsider some life choices, probably about the situation you're in, or maybe just get it together.
Yeah.
I think if that's a problem at you and you're in your 20s or 30s, then maybe it's you.
Yeah, it might be just you.
I don't know. It's just weird seeing that advertised for younger and younger people. Because I remember my dad making fun of it when he was in like his 50s.
Yeah.
He's like, these fucking faggots in their 50s. I was like, all right. And now I'm like, but I saw like Matt Rife doing the ad, and I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, everyone's on it.
Your wiener. That's Theo does it.
Theo does it. Yeah.
He's like Blue Chew, and it's real.
Theo does it.
He's like, your wiener's
but he's in his mid-40s too.
How is that dude a good sponsor though for anything?
I don't know.
Love him, dude.
He's funny as fuck, but I would never take his like life advice on fucking anything.
No.
Like, I don't know. It's weird. I like people are like, oh, don't take Joe Rogan's health advice on anything. But I'm like, dude, I don't know, dude. I look at Joe Rogan, I'm like, he looks pretty fucking healthy.
Yeah.
And
now, speaking of support, everybody wiener bad out there. And you and I'm talking about bad dick. Bad dick. Everybody wiener bad. If you walked into a classroom, my wiener be in the corner with a dunce cap on, son. My wiener be in time out.
Well, but he's also talking about jacking
off
off the
wieners ain't
dude's
working
tits.
anymore.
That's the whole video. I just got this.
See, I don't know.
I wanted to see that.
I think they just push too much of the shit on people.
Licensed medical providers work with you to find the right ingredient and strength for your prescription. They have sildenafil and tadalafil, and their tablets are chewable. Blue Chew's tablets are made in the USA, and they prepare and ship direct, so it's cheaper than a pharmacy. That's the truth. And guys, here's
This sounds
a special
like
deal for you. Try
idiocracy.
Blue
It
Chew
is.
free when you use our promo code Theo at checkout.
That's THEO.
Just pay $5 shipping. I like these chewables. They're good. That's blue.
They're good. I will say I'm talking a lot of shit, but I did do just for fun because it was fucking free. Did y'all ever see this old commercial with that big ass black dude doing the Nugenix commercials?
No.
It's like, oh, I don't know if it was low testosterone or what, but I did the free sample of that, and I did not just for fun because it was fucking free. I was like, I don't even know what the fuck this is, and I did take a couple of those. I don't know if I still have them or not, but but I didn't think it was
anything.
I didn't feel fucking anything. I don't know if it's the same thing or not. Oh yeah, this is it, dude.
Can you believe this? Doug Flutie and Frank Thomas.
Frank Thomas, dude.
Once I turn 40, let me guess, less energy? Less drive? Definitely. It's not your fault. It happens to every man. Testosterone levels drop as you age. Happen to you guys? Yep. So what did you do? We got Nugenix Total T. They give you your compliment.
See, so I don't know. If I'm just talking shit about the
You've
same
been blowing
thing.
down Nugenix Total T, and
No, I
you're
don't
talking
do
shit
it.
about Viagra.
No, all right, hold on. Let me clarify. I did this one time because it was totally free, and I was just like, let's just see what this is. I never paid for it. But I got like
Increased lean muscle mass.
See, dude, it's just like get fucking lean,
Free
get
and
fit,
total
T.
testosterone. Asterisk.
But there's a shitload of like low T commercials now.
Asterisks on the bottle. It says it does 3 things, and
they're
2,
all,
all 3 of them have asterisks.
They're all like not proven, not studied.
Helps to support stronger sex drive. Asterisk.
So I will say I'll talk shit about the Blue Chew, but I did do this once. It was totally free, but I was kind of testing it out. I don't even know when the fuck that was. It feels like a long ass time ago. Because I mean, these commercials are old as shit. How old is this?
It was posted 5 months ago, but you don't know.
Oh, it's way older than that. Frank Thomas and Doug Flutie were not in a commercial 5 months ago. This is old as shit.
I don't know.
All right, doesn't matter. Anyways, so my point is, I'm not giving medical health advice, but I will say, drugs are bad. Take your vitamins. That's all you really need. And eat red meat as often as you can.
Yeah, and I agree with that.
I agree with that.
That would be my advice to the youth today. Don't take what the doctor gives you. Ignore that advice. Throw it out the window. And if you have problems studying in school, then it's not your fault. It's the school's fault.
And you should probably exercise or something instead.
Dude, if you want to piss people off on Twitter... Oh my god!
And he knows how to piss people off on Twitter.
Dude, just talk shit about like antipsychotics and antidepressant medicine, and people lose their shit.
Which is insane that you can't talk against that.
Funny,
So
dude.
stupid.
People are like, "Oh no, it works. It works." I'm like, "All right, well, has it worked for you?
Yeah.
Are you still depressed?"
Yeah.
Like, "Yeah, but I'm better now." I'm
Yeah.
like, are you?
He's like, well, I still want to kill myself, but I feel good.
I'm like,
I'm like, well, I don't.
That's what I like, but that's what I like about like the Joe Rogan types, and they're like, and I follow this other doctor too, and they're like, hey, does your doctor ask you about exercise or diet or sleep?
Yeah.
And they're like, no, and it's like, all right, that's not a good doctor.
I mean, that's the thing, right? I think you'd probably agree. Like, those are the first things to hit.
Yeah.
And then if you still have some problems, then like medication should be a last resort, not first.
Yeah, I think so, and I think everybody like. Me and Carly talk about this with our moms. It's like a quick fix. You want to take a pill that'll fix everything.
Yeah, you want like a magic, easy
but it won't.
solution.
And that's what I said. I told her, I was like, being depressed is easy. And they're like, no, it's not.
Yeah.
You don't know. And I'm like, yes, it is, because you have always something to complain about, always something to default to as an excuse. But it's like, if you really want to be better, it takes work. It's not easy. It takes exercising. It takes eating healthy. It takes sleeping. It takes prioritizing all the shit that's not easy.
Yeah.
And
and that's what me and her talked about too a lot when we were first dating. She was smoking cigarettes when we were first dating, and I lived in Austin. I dated girls that smoked, and they just fucking smelled bad.
Yeah.
Dude. And I smoked too, but I was like, you fucking smell bad when you're not smoking.
Yeah.
And one time we smoked a little bit. I smoked a little bit here and there, but it was easy for me to quit. It was hard as fuck for her to quit.
Yeah.
I could never quit alcohol. I could never quit sweets.
Mm-hmm.
But it was easy for me to quit smoking cigarettes, quit smoking pot. All that shit was easy.
Yeah.
One time she kept saying, "Oh, I want to quit smoking cigarettes." I was like, "Why don't you just do it?" She goes, "Oh, it's not that easy." I'm
like it actually straight up is.
Oh, do you want an example of how easy it is?
Yeah.
We were at an Astros game. We had one cigarette left in the car. She was smoking it on the way home. I said, "Oh, let me have a drag of that." Threw it out the window.
Oh.
It was like one of the biggest fights we got in. And then I was like, let me buy you some mozzarella sticks. And I gave her some of those so you can pretend these are smokes. And then she quit after that. She hasn't smoked a cigarette in 3 years.
That's awesome.
I've smoked cigarettes since then. But I'm like, she hasn't smoked
since
then.
There's a thing that I realized like within the last maybe couple months or year that accountability is something that's so important for the human condition. And you don't get that by yourself.
Lacking.
You don't get accountability by yourself, and you don't get accountability if you don't have real friends or girlfriends or boyfriends or whatever. Like
some sort of publicly accountable.
Yeah. Accountability is so important.
And we don't have it anywhere.
If I didn't have accountability with my girlfriend, I would be a way shittier person.
Dude, that's all right. This is on that same subject. Have either of y'all lived alone before?
No, not all the way alone.
Gus, have you lived alone?
Kind of.
He lived in there.
I've lived in here.
Yeah, but I'm talking about
like all the way alone.
You had your family close by.
Yeah.
Dude, I lived alone in Austin, away.
Oh shit!
Dude, and it was.
I'd be doing all kinds of weird shit.
It was a case study on how not to live.
Yeah.
It was like, hey, do you want to go to jail? Do you want to party with homeless people? Do you want to spend nights at bars stomping your feet in broken glass and doing dumb shit? Dude, it's weird. Like, I feel like it's accountability, but also just like craving just like companionship or like fellowship or like just honestly, dude, it's like hedonism. If you live alone, you just like resort to like basic instincts. You don't have any sort of like accountability, like you said, and it's important.
If I just get alone for too long, I start doing weird stuff. I start making bad decisions.
I go to a dark place.
I worked for 13 days alone in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I started getting weird. Like weird.
I believe it, dude.
I bought a pack of cigs, and I haven't I never bought cigs before, and I just I was alone. And I just bought them.
Naughty when you're alone.
And I smoked I smoked like 3 of them in the first night, and I was like, I don't need these. And I took them and I tore them apart and threw them away. And then I was like,
you smashed your vape, dude. You got some. I think you might have some addiction issues.
I do.
Do you?
Yeah, I did. I do like a month a year where I quit everything.
Oh, for real?
Even caffeine, like everything.
Alcohol.
See,
dude, I have addiction issues and I'm aware of it because I couldn't give up alcohol for a month.
Alcohol for a month is actually
it's good.
It makes you feel so good. And the first drink you have after a month, you're like, I don't even know if I want it. And then you're in. You're in like that. You're just in again.
That's impressive though that you're doing that. And I think that's a good thing.
It's just if you set the goal, it's not that hard. You just have to decide you want to set the goal. What I do is I set the goal. No, coffee was the hardest part. The hardest part was caffeine.
I've heard that before.
And I've done that.
Uncle Carl, Gus says he could give up coffee before alcohol. And I was like, here, fucking. No, he give alcohol for coffee. I was like, I'm the opposite.
Coffee is very difficult to give up.
All right, well, see, that's where I'm like, I have alcoholism in my veins. And not like, I've been good about it lately, but in my young 20s, dude, as well as living alone too, dude, and you get in dangerous situations. I don't recommend it, but alcohol, like I have it good now. That's part of the reason why I started that stupid cocktails page. Because it's just like, just make make it like a thing, like a ritual. Have a cocktail, maybe 2, and that's it. But when you're living alone, dude, it's like, oh yeah, dude, it's just normal to smoke cigs in the house and drink out of the bottle and
It does. Like all that crap it gets so normal. It feels normal because like you're like, well, what the fuck do I care anyway? Like it doesn't matter.
Dude, that's what I think about. on the broader terms of that is it's getting way a little bit conceptual, but like on tops of like societal breakdowns, living alone, that's when it gets you. But when they want to try to do that on like the broad scheme, I think it's like destroying like the nuclear family, that kind of stuff. Not to get too off topic here, but that's what me and Carly get into sometimes when me and Carly are just like treating marriage like it's like a sleepover every night, and it's been fun as fuck. It's like halftime we're having like the deepest, serious, like, oh, this is the most important topic of society. And then the other time I'm like watching TikTok and like fucking around with some like New Girl or Modern Family. But it's fun as fuck, dude.
That's cool.
They're doing awesome. I was trying to get her to come in on this. She's not having it. She's like, I don't know. Y'all be good.
Well, we can bring her on tomorrow.
Y'all do another one tomorrow?
We'll do as many as you want. Because it's fun to get ahead a couple weeks.
All right. Well, yeah, we'll do more. Well, we're going to the beach tomorrow, though.
True. And I'm going out to dinner with some friends tomorrow. But we do have to wrap this up because it's been almost 3 hours.
Wrap it up.
And it's midnight in North Carolina currently.
Is it midnight?
Yeah.
Dude, I normally go to sleep at like Central Time 9:30.
They're like sleep about an hour ago.
They're like, you get 6 hours of sleep.
Gus, if you notice, Gus stopped talking an hour and a half ago.
I've been dozed for about an hour.
I saw Gus like this. I was like, Gus, you need some tequila?
He's like,
snap me back out of it. Hey, did they still? All right, so all right, last question.
Okay, final topic.
Liquor rules.
They're weird here.
In the South.
Super weird.
So can you get it at the grocery store?
Nope.
All right, that's same as Texas. Can you buy it on the weekends?
Yes.
Yeah.
On Sunday?
No.
Okay. All right. That's same. They're probably the same as Texas.
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy. Texas, it's 10 to 9. You can buy liquor only at liquor stores. You can buy beer at the grocery store, but it's like only after like noon on Sundays or something. But like you go to Louisiana.
We don't have that noon on Sundays anymore here.
Okay. When you go to Louisiana, you can buy liquor at the gas station at the corner store.
Yeah, Kentucky was like that.
So here there's just straight up liquor stores you got to go to.
They're state-run, state-owned liquor stores. State-owned liquor stores.
Oh shit! Then that may be more.
It's
strict.
even more strict.
That may be more strict
because you probably have separate package stores, right? Or party stores, or whatever you call them.
Well, yeah, they're just liquor stores.
Yeah. Those are
beer and wine
privately owned.
Yeah, beer and wine. Yeah, they're privately owned.
Yeah, that's the difference.
It's state-owned.
State-owned.
That's wild.
Yeah. ABC stores, they call them.
Well, in Texas, we have TABC, and it's like the biggest. They suck, dude. I don't even mind like having it separate, but I hate that they're closed on Sundays because around the holidays, I'm just.
That's like it's a day you want.
I always gotta like coordinate. I'm like,
it's like the weekend, right?
Yeah,
like you don't want to drink during.
Hey, I don't have a problem. I'm just
close it on Tuesday.
Okay, yeah. Close it a different day, dude. Yeah. Sunday's always like.
Sunday's a drinking day.
Yeah, we're partying, dude.
Dude, yeah, that's crazy. I remember in Michigan, it's like. Anywhere you go, you can buy liquor. Like, and they just give it to you. Like, you go to McDonald's, the Happy Meal comes with liquor.
Oh, fuck, dude. I think I was only there for a funeral. I felt bad, but I was trying to keep the mood light, and I felt so bad because I was like, I don't know. It was a solemn event, but I was trying to just keep everybody like, oh, fuck. It sounds like almost like Game of Thrones. Like Red Wedding, Ned Stark dying, just... most sad, brutal, or like Braveheart, and I was just like, liquor, hot chocolate. It's gonna be okay.
Liquor, hot chocolate at the funeral.
It's okay that Grandma died. We have liquor, hot chocolate.
Drinking Baileys and SoCo.
All right, I gotta pee so bad, so I'm gonna say
wrap it up.
That was an excellent podcast.
All right, well, we gotta follow up on
I've got a whole list.
Yoda fam.
Yodi gang.
Yodi gang.
So glad you got to see. So glad you got to see Damien.
All right, bye everybody.
Adios.